Monsters and monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark. Thrills and chills, we embrace them all.
What's going on, Gorehounds? And welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore and Smack podcast. Steve, I love it, dude. I'm glad that you paid us front.
Fucking beautiful right there.
Did you print that?
I fucking sure did.
That's great.
I was gonna say, if you tell me it
God.
came with the physical, that would be amazing, dude.
I would die if it did.
I sent Brody a picture of it. I said, you can't be on the show, but this is how I'm going to start the show. He's like, oh, I fucking love it.
I want to do a cheap cosplay of that, dude. I think it would be really fun and easy. Man, like, I feel like you could build it out of a sleeping bag or some shit, dude.
Yeah,
and
make
just
it look
throw
all
some
funky.
body parts, a dress over top. Oh, that'd be
So,
awesome, dude.
If you go on to and surprise guys, we're reviewing the substance today. That's what? The mask, yeah. But if you go to Mubi, MUBI, and you go to the substance portion of it, it gives you a PDF to print this out.
Oh no!
Now,
shit.
I had to shrink it down because the printer that we have is not big enough for the full size, but it's actually like it would have
a
covered my
giant one.
whole head.
Dude, I might have to get that PDF. I bet I can print that at work. Oh, that is awesome. For any of you audio listeners down the road, Steve is wearing the mask from the movie that we'll be talking about. Which
Call me
is-
Elizabeth Sparkles.
Nah, man, you're Elizasu. Monstro Elizasu. That's right. That was actually pretty close to the fucking voice, dude. That was good.
Very close right there.
But yeah, today is July 21st, 2025. And as we already said, we are talking 2024 Substance. This is a Bobby Aimone pick. But we can't do that before we bring this shit in. I didn't even get to introduce you motherfuckers because Stoob's fucking
stole the
mask threw
spotlight.
us off, dude.
He stole the spotlight.
So let me restep this shit. So I, of course, am your not so mean fluff master supreme. But next to me, I got that Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Of course, we already mentioned Mr. Scuba Steve. I'm going to give you...
Hey, baby.
I'm not even going to give you a dude because you already stole the whole fucking thing.
Seriously.
And we have that Meat Mountain, that killing machine, Mr. Bobby Aimone.
Gotta get my coffee. Gotta get some fucking cream in my fucking coffee today.
That's right. If you are happening to watch this right now, if you could do us a huge solid and give us a share somehow or another, that would be absolutely fantastic. We love you for that. What's up, Mr. Kane? How are you?
Oh, yeah, bro.
Hey,
You fucking
Did you
missed
get
it,
your
Brody.
fucking coffee, Brody? Put some cream in
fucking
your
A,
fucking
dude.
coffee.
And I'm sure we're all very excited to talk about this movie, whether good, bad, indifferent. I'm not sure. I feel like it's going to be a fun discussion nonetheless. But we can't do that until we talk about what we did or did not do in this past weekend. So, Monstro Elizasu, if you could please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your
Oh my god. Show's over. Show's over again.
Wow.
Oh my god, that's fucking
Jesus Christ.
fantastic, dude. That is absolutely fantastic. How are you sticking that? Just tape?
I have double-sided tape that I stuck on the
Nice.
other side.
Nice.
God.
Holy shit.
That's how you know the episode it's gonna
Yeah.
be.
Oh, fuck.
Welcome to the shit show, everybody. Chad Daddy, how the fuck you been, brother? How was your weekend?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. Really, ever since we got
You a little
that-
waterlogged?
dude. It's been every day.
Hell
You
yeah,
look a
man.
little tan there, buddy.
I am like fucking.
I know Chad's looking like my shirt right now.
Yeah.
I am. It's like a nice mixture between red and brown. I look.
You're darker than me.
I look like leather. It's disgusting. Like it's
Do
been
you
so
feel
much
like it
time.
though?
I
Start-
do. It's
Start
oh.
smoking Virginia Slims. We'll call you Blanche, dude. We fucking.
How
you doing, honey?
Talking like this. How's it going, baby?
And the little darlings. But no, yeah, that's really about all we've been doing. Just enjoying the hell out of our pool. And it's funny
Nice.
because our next door neighbors, they've had a pool for years.
Mhm.
And just since we've had our pool up, we've been in our pool more than they have all summer.
Oh, for real?
That's
For
saying
real.
something.
They never fucking use it. Why have a pool if you're not going to use it?
It happens, dude. I don't know. I was in mine, dude, Friday for like an hour and a half all by myself, just floating out there with my Bucky doodle.
Dude, that's God.
Unfortunately, if I want to float, I need help because, like I told you guys, I am physically incapable of floating.
So you told us that, and obviously our phones listen, right? So I saw a reel of people literally proving that theory, and I was like, what? That's a real fucking thing. Where a dude and his girlfriend, they were both holding weights, holding them down, and they both let him go. He stayed, and she just fucking was like, whoop, and I was like,
Huh.
now I want to try that.
Hmm.
That's, you know what you need, though, is you need a Bucky's noodle.
Can't disagree.
I mean, you can go get another noodle, but it's not as cool without having the big beef on there.
So that was.
Can
I
you
don't think
skinny
we really
dipping in?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
It's always a good
I don't
idea.
want
At nighttime?
to.
It's all
Haven't had the courage to do that.
Chunky dunk in, baby.
Hit that chunky dunk.
That's bad. Sometimes you just got to do it, man.
Maybe we'll see.
I'm not saying
So-
you have to listen. You don't run out there stark ass fucking naked if you got neighbors. You just go in, and then you throw your trunks on the fucking ladder.
Yeah, and then a raccoon comes and takes your fucking trunks, and you're running.
It'd be funnier if Steph snuck out and stole. The
I know
trunk.
we do
It's
have.
like,
We do. She would totally do that.
I know it'd be fucking hilarious,
She's like, haha, have fun running the house, you bastard.
right? Fucking hey, dude.
But no, aside from that, just been playing a little bit of Cyberpunk and Phasmophobia with the boys. Didn't get much done this weekend aside from that. Didn't watch any movies. Just really, really super chill. Oh, and so last week, my mother calls
Mm-hmm.
to tell me that she is coming up to visit, and she will be here tomorrow.
Nice.
The kids don't know.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yep. So I got to go pick her up at the
is
airport
she?
tomorrow.
How long? She
About a week
staying?
and a half. About a week and a
Oh,
half.
nice, nice.
That's awesome, dude.
So I think I should still be able to do the show next week. I don't think she'll mind if I sneak off a couple hours to hang out with the guys.
Word.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's basically it. So Scoobs, how about you, brother?
Let's see, what did I do? I didn't really do much this weekend. Gamed a little bit. We got approved for the new house, so we will be leaving this house next weekend.
Yay.
Weekend.
Nice.
Nice.
Next weekend we start moving in. We get the keys on the 1st, and we will be moving into the new house. I already gave them all my money. Lovely, but whatever. But we're gonna be in a new space.
But this is yours.
No, we're still renting that one only because,
Oh, okay.
Yes. Only because we don't want to be stuck in Texas.
You did say this, yes.
Yes,
So
you did.
eventually we're going to be leaving, just not anytime soon. So we did have the option to buy this house. But we sat down and we talked about it, and I said, we really don't want to stay here. And while we could rent it out while we're gone, it's just too much hassle. You know what I mean?
You gotta
Like,
find
yeah.
a main,
like a company,
property
company
maintenance
company,
guy.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's
and so at the end of the day, it's not worth it. So we just rented it. It's nice. It's a nice ass house. I have some really good ideas. Mel's like, I get to decorate the kitchen. I said, it's fine. I don't care. Just don't touch the garage. The garage is mine. That's gonna be my streaming area. That's gonna be my workbench area. Like everything's going to be in my garage. Leave me alone. And then like I said, we gamed a little bit. Not too much though. We didn't really play a lot this weekend, like we usually do. And yesterday I put up a fence at my grandma's house because when we do move into the new house, we're not taking the dogs with us. They're gonna go with Damien. So we put up a fence in the backyard, which sucked ass. It was so hot, but got it done. And luckily I did not get sunburned because there's hella shade at my grandma's house. So that was a
solid.
plus. Yeah. And then what else did I do? I didn't do nothing really big, man. Just pack some stuff away.
Tell the creepy story.
Okay. So
yes.
I had, ever since the whole Annabelle thing that occurred, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get rid of all my haunted items. Like I have a cabinet full of these things. And while none of them have really hurt us, I just felt like I just needed to give them away. You know what I mean? Like, it's
fair.
time. I just needed, and it was a huge cabinet full of stuff. So, a mutual friend of Mel and mine came over yesterday. Her name's Alex, and she's like, "I'll take them." Cool. She's already got like a real human skull and some other haunted stuff that, you know, she's like, it'll go perfect here. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I gave her the stuff, and immediately, as soon as she left, I'm sitting on the couch, Mel's sitting on the couch. She looks over at me. She's like, "Do you feel that?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, yes." Like, holy fuck. We both had this just like real wave of depression hit us. Like it was really, really weird. And then when we laid down, Charlie started saying that she saw monsters, which
That's not good.
yeah.
No.
And so I'm like, well, tell the monsters to go away. You know, like you tell them your daddy's going to beat them up. And Mel made me cleanse the house. And so I cleansed the house, and I was having really weird fucking dreams, man. Like and it doesn't seem weird, but the way that it felt in my dream, it was the weird feeling because it was like I wasn't asleep. And I just opened my eyes and I'm in my bedroom. Like it was weird because I was talking to Mel and Charlie in the dream, and they were like, why are you even talking? Or somebody was saying, "Why are you talking to them? They're not real. What do you like? They're not real. What are you doing talking to them?" And I'm like, what do you mean? They're right here. Like, what do you, and I woke up, and Mel said she asked me something. I told her about the dream, but I was still half asleep. And then I asked her, "Are you even real?" And then I fell back asleep.
Oh shit.
Then something grabbed my goddamn foot. So I got up and walked around the house with holy water, have half a gallon of holy water, walked around and blessed the house, and then went the fuck to sleep, and then woke up, came to work. So I don't feel anything weird now. I came in and everything felt fine, but last night was really, really, really fucking weird.
Huh.
So, but hopefully it was just like residual energy that was left over from
Just from moving shit.
yeah. But yeah, I got rid of so much. There was tons of stuff. There was probably, I don't know, anywhere between 25 to 30 items that were in there that had different things. Yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, none of them were, it was nothing malicious. Like it was nothing that ever hurt us or anything, but it was just time for them to go. So that way don't have to deal with them and they can go be happy somewhere else.
There you go.
Yep. That was it. Then I got to watch this movie, which is my second time watching it. And I thought I was going to hate it the second time as much as I did the first time, but we'll talk about that. Bobby?
My weekend was good. I unfortunately did not get the game with the boys this weekend. I was out, but I was out with the missus, and we had ourselves a lovely date night on Friday. We went to dinner, and we went and saw I Know What You Did Last Summer.
How was
And
it?
we had fun with that movie.
Yeah,
it was good. It was enjoyable. It was good. I need to go back and rewatch the first one, that's for sure. But we had fun with it. We liked it for what it was. I also felt returning characters in this movie were actually done probably some of the best ways to be done.
Okay, don't answer me here. For anybody that's going to watch it, message me. But I've only seen the trailers. From the trailers, I think I know who the killer is.
Okay.
And I'm going to message you. I'll message you and you just
I
tell
haven't
me
even
if I'm
seen-
right or not.
I haven't even seen a single trailer for
I
it.
think I've seen the trailer. No, I did see the trailer.
I saw the trailer before Superman, I think.
I was going to say it should have been in when you saw Superman.
Yeah.
But so it was huh. Interesting. But it was a good time. We had ourselves a lovely date night. Always a wonderful date night with the missus. Saturday we had a beach day with a few friends of ours, and we just went to the beach. It was a little cloudy, so we ended up more or less in the bar all day, and then in the arcade, and then back to the bar, and then we came home. And then Sunday, I actually had a shoot as Jason. I haven't done a shoot in a hot minute. We were going to do Terminator, but then the location we were going to be at wasn't available, so we only had woods. And I'm like, well, that doesn't really work for Terminator, so we just ended up doing Jason. And then I came home and I got to watch this movie, which is my second viewing.
Bro,
And
question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever done, and this would take some good editing on the photographer's part or an editor, but like yourself versus like your cosplay versus your own cosplay?
No, I
Oh, that'd
haven't.
be cool.
Right?
But
Jason versus Terminator.
yeah, dude, that's
I've-
what I'm saying.
I've thought about it.
Like set
Just
up your
have not-
shots, dude. So you
have
know,
not
like
executed it
you're
yet.
like looking for like a punch style setup, or I don't fucking know.
And you know what, Bob? You could have done Terminator in the Woods.
Nah, just
Which one?
not for
Which one's the one where he's fucking living in the damn log cabin?
Dark Fat.
He's living in
Dark
Texas in Dark Fate. Yeah, log cabin, not
Brody's
in the woods of a
favorite.
dilapidated house.
Hey man, he's got a nice. Doesn't he have like a Latina wife and everything? He's
Yeah,
doing
he
things.
does.
Yeah,
He's
Carl?
Not only that, he's
Isn't he
also
Carl
he's,
in that one. Or no?
he's also got
Yeah, it
a
was Carl.
fucking
Oh, it's Carl?
arsenal of
Okay.
shit.
Shout out to Hunt Hunters joining in on the TikTok because we do got TikTok
Hey.
feed going live right now.
Hey,
What's
yeah,
going on,
buddy.
buddy?
Carl.
But no, it was a good weekend. It was a great weekend with my fiance, with our friends. Lovely time as always. And yeah, that's all I got. I'm John.
Well, as these boys know, because we were all about it this week.
Oh, yeah.
It was definitely it was a glorious week for me and our buddy Brody for sure. If you ever followed our old show, but we finally got the fucking Mortal Kombat 2 trailer, and we didn't get just a trailer. We got an amazing teaser trailer the day before it.
That was great.
And I know it wasn't just specifically for me, obviously, but I'm not gonna lie, it kind of felt a little bit specifically for. I was like, I've been asking for this way too fucking long, and this is 1000% exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
Holy
they finally
shit,
heard
dude!
you.
Somebody was listening, dude. I know I wasn't the only one speaking for that though.
No.
But man, the trail, like all three trailers, because obviously the teaser, the red band, and the green band, because I had to watch that too just to see what was different about it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
can't show violence as much, so it's like, ooh, what else did they put in there? Not much, but it's just different shots of those same scenes, right?
Yeah,
Like,
there was the green band showed a bit more of Noob.
yes, it actually did. You get to see a sickle a little bit more and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, ooh, and a little bit more Shao Kahn, and like
I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep it at the red band. I'll keep it at the one trailer and I'm good.
It's practically the same,
yeah.
minus literally like
Minus the gore.
What,
5
3
seconds of fucking
Okay.
difference.
All right,
dude,
that's
like,
good
at
then.
most. And yeah, because obviously you can't have the swearing or the gore in it. But I and my wife can attest to this, and probably these boys too, watched both of those an unhealthy amount of time.
Mhm.
I have no problem even saying that. I do not care.
Dude, it's like I said, I was playing Phasmophobia later that night. When I went to shut it off, the little news thing pops up on the bottom for different things you follow on like Sony and on Sony's.
Yeah.
And of course, right there was the Mortal Kombat trailer. I'm like, I gotta. Steph looks at me. Really? Are you really gonna watch that again? Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Fucking yes,
Yep.
I am. You know how many times, just even on my feed, I was scrolling and it's like, because I follow all the actors in the movie because I've been waiting for fucking any information to come out. They all shared it. I watched probably every fucking scroll that I was like, God damn, dude. Until like I got home where I was like, ooh, big TV and surround sound. Let's fucking go. And yeah, dude, October cannot get here fast enough. I dare say, man, and I love Halloween. I may be a little bit more excited for Mortal Kombat than fucking Halloween, dude. I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for both.
Yeah, I
obviously.
gotta say, it's been a while since I've been this excited for a movie.
Yeah, dude. Like you know what it is? Because I feel like it capped a lot of questions. And you know what? A lot of people liked it, didn't like it out there. That's fine. I don't care. Fuck you. It's not for you. I feel like it answered a lot of questions that we already had. And the biggest one is like, is what's his name going to work for Cage being his age?
And it
I
does.
feel like
it
this
does.
trailer
It does.
Dude,
does.
sets it up where it's like, nope, it will 100%. This will work for it. And,
Carl Urban's gonna
yeah.
do great.
Oh
And I
my
love
God, dude.
I don't know that.
He looks
I
great.
mean, he's gonna be the main character. Just from the trailer, it looks like the Cage is gonna be the main character, which I love because
He has to. He's the only one that doesn't know what's going on.
fuck Cole.
So my question is, and I don't want to spend too much time on this, but we know Raiden sent out more like symbols at the end, right? So Cage can't be the only new
Nope.
face for Earthrealm coming in, right?
But Cage doesn't have any powers yet.
Well, because they got to unlock his Arcana like they did in the
Yeah.
first one, right? I'm thinking he doesn't do it till almost the end of the movie.
Third act.
Yeah.
Probably.
Could see that,
I feel
yeah.
like they're gonna play it kind of like they did with Scorpion's Revenge. You know what I mean? Where like he was kind of doing his thing, but he wasn't really doing much until like he had to step up, and it was just like, oh shit, Johnny Cage can fight, and he's like, bet your fucking ass I can. And like, I can't fucking, dude. You know that scene with just him and Kano alone is just gonna be like.
There's gonna be
Like,
such great banter in
dude,
that
like
scene.
I'm not gonna be able to look at it because there's gonna be tears in my eyes from fucking laughing so hard. Like Smoke cameo would be cool. As that's what Brody's saying. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see who else they pop in there. I think they did mention a couple in the first one that were killed off. So I could be wrong. I feel like they mentioned Stryker in the first one, but I feel like I could be wrong. I might be mixing up.
You sure you're not confusing that with Annihilation?
I might be confusing that with Annihilation.
Yeah, because the only one I remember from the first one was that they showed like Nightwolf, but that he had already been like in the past.
Yeah, he was in the past.
Yeah, but that could have been one of his ancestors.
Yeah,
And
that's
not
true.
Nightwolf. Who's-
That's true because the Nightwolves are always different in
Mhm.
incarnations. Yeah.
So
All
that'd
right.
be
Anyways,
cool. Yeah,
but watched that obsessed amount of times. Definitely hopped right back into fucking NK1. Actually was not doing too bad online. I definitely got my ass kicked a few fucking times, but for the most part, didn't do too bad. And then let's see what else. Well, I watched this movie and I'm ready to fucking talk about it, dude. So let's fucking go. Once again, this is a Bobby Aimone pick. So Bob, you get to give the plot rundown, brother.
Released September 20th, 2024. Elizabeth Sparkle, a fallen Hollywood idol pushing 50. That's some horse shit. We'll get to that later. Sees her glittering world unravel after an agonizing meeting with her TV producer. And just like that, years of contribution to the cutthroat entertainment industry went down the drain, like normal. Now Elizabeth would do anything for another shot. Fortunately, she won't have to sell her soul to stay in the game. Elizabeth only needs to try the substance. After all, she has nothing to lose. If Elizabeth plays her cards right, the miraculous solution will deliver on its wild promise. However, with so much at stake, there is always temptation to cut corners when time is short. As an empowered new version of the once beloved star emerges, so does a haunting question. How long can a beautiful lie deceive the world? Directed by Coralie Fargeet. Am I saying that last name right? Fargeet?
I don't know. It's French.
I do
You got
not
me.
know, and we apologize if we butcher
Fargeet.
that.
We're going to say it like that. Revenge, the Sandman. Written by Coralie Fargeet. Reality Plus, Revenge.
I've heard Revenge is really good.
It is.
I am nervous to tiptoe in it because that is just not a genre that I am for.
I've watched it once,
but I've heard
and
it's really good.
It is done well. I will. It's been a minute, but when I watched it, I remember it being good. So
I might have to just fucking
bite the bullet and do
pants
it.
on. Yeah, I might put my big boy pants on and fucking watch it.
Hey, you don't like it, but at least you give it a shot.
Yeah.
Produced by Tim Bevan, The World's End, Last Night in Soho, great movie. Coralie Fargeet, and Eric Fellner, Hot Fuzz, Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Who wants it?
I'll take it.
Go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Starring Demi Moore, Nothing But Trouble, Striptease as Elizabeth Sparkle, Margaret Qualley, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Poor Things as Sue, Dennis Quaid, Jaws 3D, Enemy Mine. Yeah, had to throw that on it. I'm surprised that you had reacted to mentioning Nothing But Trouble for.
I said,
yeah.
No, I mean, yeah.
But yeah, Dennis Quaid is Harvey, Edward Hamilton Clark, Bon Voyage #1 as Fred, Gore Abrams, Hell House LLC, Welcome Home as Oliver, and Oscar Lesage, Forever Young, Angry Annie as Troy. Body count?
Wait, who's Oliver? Which
The
one
neighbor.
is he?
The neighbor.
Why was he in Hell House?
He was the one
He
that went,
wasn't
like,
the main
comatose.
video guy, was it? Was he the Sleep Sweet dude?
I think so.
Really?
I think.
I might have to look up his name. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to take it away. Just
Okay, so the body count. Well, how would you quantify that?
I would say 3.
I was thinking 3 because
I was thinking 3 because it's Sue,
Sue, Elizabeth,
and then
and
Eliza Sue. Yeah,
but they're all technically kind of the same person.
they
so-
are, but they're different bodies.
Hold on, guys. I gotta take this call. It's my mom.
You're fine. Oh, yep, you're good. Let's.
Alrighty, music by Rafferty Bull, Alex Ryder. Cinematography by Benjamin Krakoon, Beast, The Third Day. Edited by Jerome Eltebet, Hero Core, Revenge. Valentin Ferron, Black Box, Visions. Corlai Fargiet, Revenge. Effects and makeup by Rodrigue Bath, Heartless, The Wage of Fear. Distributed by Mubi. Runtime of 141 minutes. MPAA rating R. Budget 18 million, and it grossed 82 million freaking dollars.
Wow, this one did good.
Yeah, it did, and it had a lot of people talking about it too.
Yeah,
It also
absolutely
was
did.
not
So-
in the theater excessively long either.
No,
So
it was not.
Movie distributed this, and they have their own streaming service, to which I'd never even heard of until Chad Daddy told us this weekend.
Yeah, and it's
So
like
that's
$15
But what does that
Is it
tell you?
really?
though?
Yes, it's like $15
For what? Just their own movies?
for I don't know what. I have no idea what's on there.
Interesting. Okay.
But what does that tell you though? That's pretty good.
It is, but so when I heard everybody talking really good about this movie, I was very, very skeptical because I am not one that usually likes films that do good in like the film festival circuits. Anytime a movie does
Okay,
good
I know-
in those, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of like,
Do you want to say art house? Because I don't know if this.
I don't
but
know
it
if I
does
would put this
kind
in
of
an
does
art
have
house.
some
Okay,
art house
I don't know.
bullshit.
I don't know
to
if
it.
Yeah,
art
but there's
house,
other movies
but
we've
I would
seen
say-
that have it, but it still's good.
I would say art style. It's
It's
definitely
just kind of
got its
artsy.
own.
It's kind of artsy. It's like Chad Daddy said. Watching it, you kind of get that Wes Anderson feel from it a
Is it
little bit
because-
in
is
some
it-
scenes.
Is it the colors? Is it the shots? Is it both?
I think
I'm interested.
it's a mix of all of it. It's a mix
Okay.
of the shots. It's a mix of the colors. It's a mix of the just randomness.
So what? Okay, so, and I'm not gonna lie. I've never really gone into the whole Wes Anderson things.
No,
because
I never
as
have
you boys
either.
know, I'm a simpleton. I do not like movies that necessarily make me think. That's not saying I can't watch them. It's just not my preference, right? This one, however, I fucking thoroughly enjoyed. Have every watch.
But
Woo-doo!
both of my watches I've enjoyed very, very much.
My protection bracelet just busted.
Wait, for real?
Yeah,
Are you serious right now?
literally
Oh,
just
shit.
busted in my lap.
All right. Well, we heard it. I mean, I'm not.
So we heard something. We weren't sure what it was.
Whoa.
So
Um,
that being said, like I definitely understand where like this takes a lot of
patience.
its own artistic direction. Like you were going to say, like the way it's how would you want to describe it? Like I'm trying to think, like almost like a hyper realistic reality.
Yeah,
That if that makes sense in that term, right? So like
No,
just when
yeah.
she's even looking out her bay window, right? And you just see that billboard, like clearly that's not a real fucking billboard, and that never would be like that. But just the way this movie is set up in this universe, it is, and that's just I don't know.
and so is and another unbelievable thing about this movie is that when and jumping to the third act, but just because we're talking about shit that really wouldn't work in the real world setting, you have this giant grotesque monster walking back to
Oh yeah, dude. Like I said, this is definitely a hyper realistic. Like you just got to take it
for what it
for
is.
for the world that it
Yep.
is, dude.
Yep.
And-
What I will well before I get to that, like I was excited about this movie when I first heard about it because I think everybody here knows, along with I'm in Brody, I do love good body horror, and I will
Fuck
put
yeah,
this
man.
in- I will put this not only in good, but I'll put it in great body horror. But to also go with what you're going with, like this
This is
hypersensitive,
amazing body horror.
yeah,
like
like big reality, like
Is
You're-
that
you're
what
right.
sold you on it though? Is like
Yes.
that line?
Body
that's
horror.
that's what
that's
sold me.
That's what
That's
sold me
literally
too.
what
And it was
sold
just like, yo, you like good body horror, right? Yeah. Yo, check out The Substance. And that's all I fucking needed to know.
Well, and not only that, remember that movie Body Melt? I know
Yes, a little bit.
not good,
Yeah,
but I'm
it
not
could've been
gonna lie.
better.
I saw the poster for this, and I saw somebody here saw Body Melt, and I think I was right. I found that out. But you're right. This is such a hyper part of reality, but it is a story that probably about 99.9% of people go through at some point in their life. It's just this is the escalated version. You think
No,
you
and,
can
and
do,
that's,
you know,
that's
absolutely,
valid,
dude.
bro. That is valid.
Right.
And I think for me, that the first time that I watched this, I think that's why I was kind of iffy about that third act, because you
Okay.
get this story of this woman that basically just wants to be youthful again. She wants to be young again. And I mean, I'm getting up there in age. Granted, I'm not like stupid fucking old yet, but
Yeah, but she's supposed to be 50, dude. I'm
She's-
40. You're a little
No,
over
I know,
me,
I
right?
know.
So we're not
We're right
close,
around the
but we're
corner.
not
You know
off.
what I mean?
no,
But-
yeah, no.
But I get it. I dye my beard. I put moisturizer on my face. You know what I mean? Like I dye my hair. I have Mel pick my white hairs out. If I had the chance to take the substance, would I? Fuck yeah, I would.
See, here's my problem, and I got to ask this question amongst the group. Okay, and I drink Mountain Dew, right? So I'm not saying I don't drink things or put things that this color in my body, but if you got something the color of the shit you saw in Reanimator to put in your
Yeah.
body, would you do it?
No.
I don't know if
look,
I
man,
would.
I would literally have to ask 1,000,000 questions before I even
But they won't
have
even
the
answer.
consideration.
Yeah, but
That's
they
the
want to.
thing.
Yeah,
Then,
and
then,
that's.
I, then I'm not. I can't do it.
But that's
I
one of
can't.
the. Okay, so one of my questions that I had last night is: did she pay for this?
I don't.
We
think
never
she
see
does.
a
I
cash
don't know.
transaction.
I think this is a social experiment done by some kind of group.
Yes,
And that's the coolest part. The group doesn't matter.
Yeah.
None of that
Yeah.
shit fucking
It doesn't
matters,
matter, and we
dude.
don't find ourselves asking, well, who's behind it? We don't care because
you
the
really
story-
don't.
The story is so fucking solid because they tell you from the get-go, you are one. There's no her and her. It's both of you. You are that person that comes out of your back,
USA
which is fucked to begin with. Like, what the
Yeah.
shit?
And this is where you need to ask yourself, right? Like if you knew a little bit up front, right? Knowing yourself, could you trust your younger self to do that?
Yeah.
To give up a week of their time for your older self. I would like to think that, but I don't know.
I
I don't know,
Sometimes I was
man.
a fucking
20-year-old,
douchebag.
20-year-old Scuba was
That's what
I
I'm
think
saying.
it would
dude.
be-
band phase.
I think
so
I'd
I
be
don't know.
50-50.
I was kind of a prick in my mid 20s,
I
so
was gonna say 20-year-old dudes are kind of d-bags.
I wasn't- I
don't
wasn't-
know how well that would work either,
I wasn't a dick, but that's when I was in my band.
bro. But
So-
if you know,
Ugh.
okay, just I'm sorry to even go there. Just think about what you were doing in that age. Do you think that age, because obviously your memories stay, is going to want to give up that lifestyle for a fucking week, even a week after a couple times? Like maybe the first one, sure, it'll just like Sue did, right? But after a while, man, I feel like this would be a story for. I feel like most people would end up failing this.
Oh yeah,
experiment.
definitely. I mean,
think
and
it
we
would
see
literally
we see that
turn
with
out-
the nurse. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
100%. And he even
and-
tells her right away, like, you ever
And
get
we don't
when
know
they
how-
steal from you and shit. Yeah,
We don't know how long that other subject has been, and that's what I like about this movie is that they could give us a sequel that has nothing to do with Elizabeth or Sue,
No.
but from a different point of view of a different person that's taken the substance. It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that was in this movie, but we know that they're giving it to other people. So
See,
to
I
see-
would.
go ahead.
I was just thinking for a sequel, I would want to see it only connected to this film by the substance.
yeah. That's the only
You know,
you would need no other overlying characters from this movie.
You know
Exactly.
what? Now that you say that, though, Scoobs, I think what I just popped into my head. You know what story I would like to hear though? The creator of the substance.
No.
See,
We
I
don't
would
need
like
to
I
know-
don't-
that.
I
we don't even know
honestly-
that yet.
Listen, we already know the creator. His name is Herbert West. and he finally figured out what the fuck is going. He finally figured out what to do with that formula, dude.
That
Dude,
would be
this is
that would be
very
some
Lovecraftian.
Very
Well,
extremely
I'm not even,
Lovecraftian.
Okay, yes, I said that as a joke, but think about it. Think about it in the terms of what we watched in Reanimated, right? He was fucking with corpses and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
And even if he did the freshest corpse he did, but he never did live animated people, right? So who's to say what the Reanimator serum would do with it? At a certain point, by our third act with Monstro Lizasu, she's literally like regurgitating heads, dude. She's rebuilding herself in the moment.
That was
That's
a titty
my
she
own.
regurgitated.
That's
Yes,
my.
it was.
Oh, dude, that was gross. But I'm
was
just saying,
ugly.
like, it. Like, even though we talked about this, yes, this world is super like hyper realistic, right? And yeah, Evil Dead, we get over like the top blood spray and everything, but that's my explanation of why she's able to hose so much blood that she can, because her body is just generating the blood at the same.
Yeah,
fucking
it's
That's what I
time.
assumed.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
the
Yeah,
only
and I
one
was gonna message you boys during that part and be like, dude, this blood is like Evil Dead the musical amounts of blood.
Yeah.
See. But the way it was set up and everybody's just getting hosed. All I could think of was Todd in the Book of Pure Evil. Because you had the fucking metal riffs going and shit
Yeah.
at the same time. I'm like, this is fucking badass.
But no, so in Act 1, we get Elizabeth Sparkle. We get her story, and we get to see that she was this icon, I guess, back in the 80s or whatever, 80s, 90s, whatever the time period is that we're in now. And so she's basically, she's old. She's old. The world doesn't want nothing to do with her no more. Well, not that the world doesn't want anything. Her company, the company that she works for.
That's the world. No,
Yeah.
it's the world.
And they basically
We
want to
literally
put her
get
out
this
to
whole
pasture.
No, because you're right, though. It is the world. Because think
Yeah.
about it. In this first, 5 minutes, you literally get the entire story shown through her star on the boardwalk, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
literally.
see the rise of her fame, the success that it holds out for a little while, and then literally it gets broken and shit upon and forgotten about, and nobody fucking cares.
And that's
it.
That literally right there that's life.
Yeah, it is
Unfortunately,
life.
It is
life, but it was so cool to see that opening with the star because it mimics the movie itself.
Oh, 100%.
With everything, and then it comes full circle. The movie ends where it started, right there on her fucking star.
And yeah, so I don't know, man. Actually, that was the question I was going to ask you. Did they just rip old photos of Demi through the years?
Yep.
Okay. Because I was like, I feel like they, especially the short hair one, I was like, all right, those definitely just feel like straight up phases of Demi that we've seen.
It definitely was, because that was like right around the time that was when she did like Nothing But Trouble, was when her hair was that short.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I just watched that like a week ago. So
Oh, nice, dude.
I gotta rewatch that.
No, but first of all, I gotta say, Demi Moore's always been a great actress and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Is this her first horror movie? Like,
No.
usually actors,
No,
okay, I was
it's
gonna say,
not.
a lot of times they do horror movies like on the up and coming when they're coming on the
she
scene,
did a movie
so-
called Parasite back when she was really young,
Okay.
and I feel like
She
there's
didn't do
another
any
one in
when
there,
she
too.
was like
Okay,
at
but-
peak Demi Moore though.
Not that I could think of.
No, I can't think of anything
Not
that
at
she did like peak.
Peak. She
But
did-
I'm saying, like, now we get seasoned Demi, dude, bringing it into horror. And she she was great.
I gotta say, she's still damn
She's
fine looking.
Damn
too.
gorgeous. Dude.
And she's not 50, she's 60.
She's
I
60.
feel like that's the thing that
Still
Bob wanted
hot.
to say earlier.
Yeah. And
It's
she's
funny
still
that
hot.
they have her playing 10 years younger, but I feel like she pulls it off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Pulls it
Because,
off.
like-
Are you kidding? If you didn't say, you just said she was 60. If
Right.
you didn't say Elizabeth Sparkle was 50, I would have said 40.
Well, I'm just saying, like, especially
Like,
if you
in-
can.
yes, The Seventh Sign. That's the other horror movie she was in.
Oh,
Thanks,
okay.
Gene.
Okay.
Thank you, Gene. What's up,
Gene
buddy?
with the knowledge. Yeah, boy.
I knew there was another one.
No, but just like her coming in, dude, with just her skills and everything, man, she absolutely brings it. She sells her character. She sells this
Mhm.
movie, and obviously, it's not just her. Sue sells the other half, but Elizabeth's the one you feel for.
Yeah,
like,
you
know what I mean?
definitely
Like,
feel for her because like I said, if I were to, like, I'm getting up there in age. If I were offered the substance, I would probably take it. I'd probably end up fucking dead too because douchebags douchebag younger Scuba.
Imagine that first wake up though, man, with your back healing
Oh,
like
I
that
know.
shit. Oh my
Oh, I don't know.
god.
Dude, and then when she had to go get the kit, and like duck under that
Uh-huh.
door, she literally hit her back. I was like, oh, I bet you that fucking hurt. Like, fuck.
Dude, the scene where she tried to get up out of the chair after she was getting
Oh, the
all
knee
gnarled.
pop?
The knee.
Oh my god!
I
was gonna text you
felt that.
boys.
I'm like, oh, that's just me getting up normally.
That's what I was going to text you boys and be like, dude, I'm at the knee pop scene.
That's the
I can
old
talk
Talk
man
about
shit.
one of the
Yeah.
most gnarled up looking knees too. Like,
Well, dude, even
that
her
was-
finger, man, when Sue first steals,
Which finger, dude?
yeah, when Sue first steals that little amount of time, because yes, she
The fuck?
filled it up for, a whole day or whatever, but we don't know how long. So I assume that she only did it to be able to fool around with the dude and then went and switched.
That's what
But
I
just
took it.
stealing
Couple more
that
hours.
amount of time just rotted her
has a big
finger
effect.
away. And you could tell what she was going to turn into and how she was going to look just from the way that one finger looked.
Uh-huh.
I already could, the first time watching it, I could already get glimpses in my head like, oh, this is not going to be good. And then we see that Sue is getting more and more popular, and the studio's pushing her more and more, and she's become this icon, this fitness
Loving her
icon.
life, dude. She's
Yeah. I mean, and pump it up with Sue. Oh baby.
Yeah.
I need those workout videos. I'd be fit as fuck if I had those workout
You know what's
videos.
funny? That
My-
whole like music video that we even watched, that's just the promo trailer for that show. That wasn't even the show.
Yeah,
That,
Yeah.
that was
The
just
only
that
thing-
sexed up just for that. You're like, God damn.
I said this before the show. I'm going to say it now. It's so stupid, but I'm going to say it.
Go ahead.
When she's going and squat and squat and squat, it's not a fucking squat. That's a horrible squat. I said my piece.
That's more like twerking.
It
Yeah, I'm like,
wasn't a
that's
horrible
not a-
squat. I enjoyed it.
Shut up. It's not a squat.
She didn't say
It's
what
not
she
a
was
fucking
squat. She didn't say what she was squatting on, Bob.
But
Jesus Christ. It's
Thank
not
you,
where I
Stu,
was
for-
going.
Yes, it was. That's where the movie was going.
that's
And by the
exactly where
way,
the fucking movie was going.
We got to say this, dude. Don't feel guilty if you're just a dude watching this movie and like your wife or girlfriend or whatever walks in especially at a weird scene, because this is directed by a woman, man. Just
Yeah.
throw that out, you're good to go.
But in this
like I said-
movie,
Be like this isn't men making this. This is
no,
women.
this is a
making
woman
this.
making it.
Like
But
I
that's
said-
why it hits, though.
That's why I said, when Steph walked in and she's like, "Oh, imagine that, another movie with nudity," and then she came back and I'm like, you funny you said that. I'm like, that's the act. That's absolutely the point they're trying to make in this movie.
It's funny because
Is how focused our things movies are, and how focused everything is on that particular
Yeah.
image of a woman.
when Jen came in, she saw me watching it. She saw that it was like naked Demi, and she kind of gave the same reaction. I'm like, yo, it's not sexual nudity. She's literally
It
just
wasn't.
looking at herself as like an older woman, just kind of taking in the years and stuff.
But
It
here's my
kind of
question.
was. I'm not going to say.
Oh, no,
it
no, no,
wasn't.
no, no. Here's my
Oh.
question. Here's my question. Why
Why?
did
What?
they have to get naked whenever they switched back?
Because you probably can't do it with clothes.
Why?
Probably like a Terminator situation.
Why? You're
where
connected.
you
You're
can't go- you
connected
can't go in the
via.
time machine.
Wait.
With clothes on.
Yes,
Oh, you're saying like
connected via
once,
the tube.
once you already made,
Once you're already switched, why do you
Yeah, I
have
don't-
to get undressed?
That's a good question.
You didn't have to. There's absolutely no logical reason that they needed to be completely naked whenever they switched back. Because you're connected. All you're doing is transferring the essence through the IV. So why?
Listen,
what's
man,
the
I'm
purpose
not
of
here
being
to I'm not here to question the director's motives on why we see the things. that we
I'm
see in
willing
this
to
movie.
bet there is a legitimate reason.
Look, and
but
I'm
we
not.
I don't
need
think
to
there-
know that reason.
Well, here's what I
complaining. I'm not
Here's what-
complaining.
here's what I want to know. So Sue is literally just a younger version of Elizabeth, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did nobody catch on? Why did nobody say, "Ha, you look exactly like Elizabeth"?
Because I don't think
Sparkle when
she
was
did
younger."
They're
look
not
exactly
Because
like.
she doesn't.
So
yeah,
they're not supposed to be, while they are the same
person.
DNA matrix.
DNA matrix, they're not the same person. It's not like she's cloning. She's not a younger clone. It's kind of like giving birth without having.
It's almost like Bagul from fucking Basket Case, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like a twin situation where they kind of, because like they feed off each other, right? Like obviously, whatever. Like
But I would just
You're-
assume that it
you're-
would just literally just be a younger version of you. It would be an exact genetic copy.
See, and I agree with you, but there's got to be, and I don't know though, because it has to be right. Because like the nurse, that kid kind of looked like the old dude, and he still
A little
had
bit the
same
eyes. It was
but
in
that-
the eyes.
but still Elizabeth and Sue, they still had the same mole spots and everything.
But they didn't even have the same color eyes.
No,
Because Sue had blue eyes and Demi Moore has green eyes.
yo, can I just say real quick, man? That scene where we first get the first metamorphosis, man. When we get that eye scene where the other eyeball comes into the eye, that
Oh, I
shit
love
fucking
that.
gave me the heebie-jeebies a little bit, bro. I
That was
not
I
even gonna
loved
lie.
it so much.
I don't know what, like, it wasn't even like it scared me, but there was something like it just made me like, oh, like
I
just
liked
shudder,
it
dude.
I liked it even better when Sue did it to
Oh,
herself.
dude,
You
well,
get the
Yes,
multiple eyes.
yes.
Well, yeah, because you're kind of expecting it at that point, but at the same time, you're just like, at the same time, you don't know what to expect, right? Because you're just like, what the fuck is this gonna do?
But I love it
And-
so you gave you the heebie-jeebies. I love it because it's just like, oh,
Well,
what-
no, because like it did, man. It made me like kind of like shudder a little bit because I was like, what the fuck was that, dude? Like it just looked so unnatural, but it looked.
and you
Yeah,
know
but
what?
it's just-
it was literally just mimicking that scene we get at the beginning with the egg splitting.
Oh, absolutely,
You know?
100%.
And-
Right
and-
with the pupil, right in the
Yeah.
beginning, right?
Yeah.
Pupil splits just like the egg. Oh man,
Which
And
the
you know what the
I also
you
didn't
know what the s-
understand because the yolk is just the food sack. I did.
well, the yolk is supposed to be the genetic makeup of the chicken, right? I
Yeah.
think they were just showing.
But it's not.
What? But I think they were just showing that, like, as a DNA sack or a DNA thing, you
Like
can
a
just,
cell, the way
like, hey,
cells
look,
replicate.
this will replicate, right? Like, this will.
I mean, there was
replicate itself.
I get that because there was a lot of symbolism in this movie.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. And
and
once again, like you said, kind of an arty movie. I don't know if this
Oh,
is
it's very
art.
arty.
Would you, but would you consider it art house? I don't know.
would.
I don't know if I don't watch
Eh.
enough art house to. Know
I
if
think
would.
compared to the
Yeah.
shit that we enjoy,
Well, yes, okay, and
Yes.
comparison to
yeah,
that,
if you're gonna go with
you-
what we normally
we
watch, then
could-
yes.
throw it into an art house class. But people that actually enjoy those art house movies may not necessarily think of it that way, but we do because we enjoy stupid shit.
But- right?
And
but
this
that's
was a
what I'm-
this was a very bright, vibrantly colored movie.
and I love
very
that,
much
Which
shit.
I loved. I'm saying,
Like
I
I
love it
loved
so
I
much.
loved the hallway at the movie
Oh,
studio.
the fucking
yeah.
the shining
The
hallway,
shining
bro.
hall. That was great.
between that
Yes, those
and
weird
the bedroom or
elongated
the
I don't even-
bathroom. That's it.
It almost looks like what would you call that shot, dude? The like the P Diddy fucking old school lens shot.
Like a fisheye.
Fisheye.
Yeah,
lens.
It's
fisheye a
fisheye, but
little
it's
bit.
not though. You know what I mean? Where it's like I feel like you get more depth with this than you would with the fisheye, but it's along those same lines. But I love that shot every time we get it. We get it in the bathroom, which that scene alone was fucking great because here you got this old fucking geezer talking about how she's got to get out while he's having the hardest time fucking taking a piss. And I think he shoots a kidney stone at one point or something, doesn't he?
I am so glad they
Probably.
focused on his face as opposed to anything else in that shot.
You think you're gonna get some old man dick 10 minutes into the movie, dude? It's possible, I
It's
guess.
very possible. The way this was, it's very possible.
Oh man, I don't know.
I said this
he
last
might
week
be-
on.
Go ahead, Bob.
No, go ahead. No. The only thing I was going to say is, I said it last week. I think I said it last week because I go into these neighborhoods. Something tells me this is happening in one of those neighborhoods too. It's the shit that fucking I think about.
So
Continue.
if they were switching back here, talking about that, Bob, since you're saying, you do these neighborhoods and stuff. Okay. So let's say the substance was an actual real thing and somebody was using this, say your neighbor, okay? Your neighbor's using it. I don't know how well you guys know your neighbors, but say your neighbor's doing this.
Not really.
You walk out one day and you see this hot ass girl standing there. And then 7 days later, you see your neighbor again, but you don't see the girl. Like
I would
you
assume
would
it's her
put you
daughter.
in, okay.
Yeah, I think too.
But I feel like for the neighbor though that was across the street that was obsessed with Sue, he knew Elizabeth lived there. She wasn't staying in the house 24/7. She was still coming and going. You're telling me they didn't run into each other?
First of all, that dude is obsessed with OnlyFans and fucking porn.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I think
so-
that's
Dude,
not
that
even a
dude
he's,
is
question.
he's the kind of
He-
guy that thinks the bartender likes him.
Exactly. 100
He's the guy that thinks the
fucking
stripper
percent.
likes him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. The more
She
ones
picked
I get,
me.
and that dude, as soon as he saw Sue there was no blood up here, dude,
Nope.
at all. There was no thinking. That dude was only thinking with his dick. He was like, "Hey, you want to get some drinks over at my house? You want to come over and like, yeah, no." He was,
dude. I almost wish.
I mean, he was shooting a shot, but he was shooting really bad shots. But.
I almost wish that Eliza Sue would have knocked on his door.
That would have been fucking
like
awesome.
I kind of almost wish that would have come first full circle in the third act. Like before she went, she wanted to get some dick or something and went across and dude falls out a window or some shit and dies.
Brody says, imagine if it's a neighbor like you've seen your whole life and then they see a younger you. So, dude, I've done that with relatives, man, because I look like my old man. And for whatever reason, his cousins thought I was him one time. And I was just like, dude, he's 30 something years older and he's right over there. Like he looks like, what? You don't think he aged since the age of 30? Okay. Or 40? Like,
but and so another thing that like go along with that kind of irked me was, why are you hiding it? Who cares? Everybody is so.
What are we talking about?
About using the
substance.
About using the substance and doing that, but at the same time, it's like everybody's so caught up in their own shit. Who cares?
Yeah, but how would you even explain that without actually showing or like having somebody else use it?
Well, and that's the thing. We don't know that she has to keep it a secret. There's nothing saying you can't tell anybody about this.
Well, it's okay, but let's add it like this. Clearly, the substance is also like, okay, Chad said, there's a lot of shit that means a lot of other shit in this movie. The substance, easy enough, is drug addiction on top of many other things, right? Like she's addicted to it. She can't stop using it. Most people that are drug addicts aren't, they're ashamed of their addiction.
No, and yeah,
right? So you're gonna hide it.
Yeah,
you're not gonna want to show that to light. Like
it's also, remember, she was made to feel ashamed that now she's older. So that means the
that's
outside
just society now, man. That's just how it is.
But that's also
now.
Society now with telling people what you use. That's kind of like saying you take steroids in the gym. Yeah, it's a little more acceptable, but there are still going to be people who look at you and go, "Why the fuck are you putting that shit in your body?"
True, but it's also like plastic surgery. And I feel that that's what the substance is kind of a metaphor for, plastic surgery to the extreme, in a sense.
All right, Brody. Now this was Brody's biggest right possibly of the movie. And you know what?
Oh, Brody, shut up.
Once again, hyper realistic reality, right? And she had 5 days, man. I'm just saying she had money. She could have paid somebody to do it. There's YouTube. I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility.
She probably paid somebody to do it and we didn't see it.
She probably didn't even have to pay him. She probably just showed up in her panties and her fucking shirt. It was just like, hi, can you help me build this door? And then neighbor dude.
I mean, we see her doing the demo for it, but
what if it was neighbor dude? What if it was neighbor dude that helped out? He was like, very handy.
Yeah, he did. And he said he had tools. He said he had tools. So maybe he's the one.
Maybe we missed the scene that we didn't get.
I don't know. I don't think she wanted anything to do with him. So I don't think it was him. I'll go.
Yeah, but at the same time, also you got to remember she's manipulating people. That's her whole thing. She's young. She's sexy. She's manipulative.
That's why she picks the name she picks, right, dude? Just because the way she accentuates her fucking lips and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just like it's supposed to look like a blowing of a kiss or some shit. Like
so she could have easily said, "Hey, can you come and do this for me?" And he's not going to question, "Why the fuck do you want a room here?" Or she could have just said, "I want a hideaway closet" or some shit.
And the worst part is like, so on top of all this, dude, and bring it back in the addiction stuff, right? Like, it clearly also shows you like the change in people too, and like what they are willing to do in order to get to that goal or success or anything like that, and they will completely just steamroll over other situations that would actually or could necessarily be good for them. Case in point, I feel like we didn't bring it up. Our main random dude, Fred, I think his name was. That, dude was definitely like a nerdy dude, but he seemed really like genuine and fucking like all about her.
Yeah.
Yes,
and not about her because of the status that she has. He's known her since fucking school.
Yeah.
So he's always just like, and he looked at her like as a person and different and stuff like that. Like this movie could have been completely different had she gone on that date with
dude.
him,
And that's such a
right.
That's such a powerful scene too. And I think just watching her, and of course, none of us are girls, you know what I mean? But
Are we talking about the makeup scene and
the
stuff?
makeup
Trying to
scene
go,
where
yeah, dude, that shit's like fuck.
herself, she keeps comparing herself to other women, and
Yep.
you see this a lot, especially on social media. People
Yes.
post these glamorous things and their makeup tutorials and all this shit, and you see other people trying to mimic it. So it kind of touches on the fact that women. Oh, I'm not saying women always. I don't want to sound sexist. Fucking saying this.
I know. I feel like we should have had a lady on here.
We
just
should
to
have.
get
We
this
should have had a
extra-
lady
Yeah,
on here about it, because we definitely. This is a movie that I feel like we needed the female perspective, because I feel like that's what this movie is. It's giving
Yes.
us a glimpse into the female perspective
Well,
to the extreme.
we can understand what we can understand of it, right? Like we
Yeah.
already understand the whole like getting older part of it, right? But there is a whole nother level to it, as you're saying.
Yeah.
That unfortunately, not saying that we can't understand it, but we're not going to understand it to the extent that another woman would.
Yeah,
in
and
that
that
situation.
scene is it's such a powerful scene, because as women do get older, a lot of them do feel
Taken for granted
inferior
and shit,
to
yeah.
you know, they feel inferior, taken for granted, and so just seeing her look at that big ass billboard of Sue, which is her to begin with, and that's what they're trying to push on her. Don't forget, that's you.
You know what's even the worst sad part? And I can only say this just because we were all dudes watching this, and probably some of the ladies too, right? In all that moment, we were all still just like, "No, Demi, you look hot as fuck."
Yeah, she did.
Like,
She-
what are you?
yeah.
No, but that has nothing to do with how anybody else feels. That's all a fucking.
it's in the
her
head,
own. Yep,
because
it's in
no
the
matter
head.
what you do, no matter how much. Look, man, I've never ever, and this is just me talking from the heart. Have not been to a swimming pool with a shirt off since I was maybe like 15, 16 years old, because that's when I started getting like chubby, and I started getting the man boobs. And a friend of mine made a comment about how my man titties were bigger than some of the girls' titties here.
Yeah, baby.
Since then, I've never walked around with my shirt off in public ever.
Homie, you need to
I've
hang
lost-
out with my 350-pound ass. I don't
But-
mind. I'll
but
do it.
I've lost-
Yeah, we'll all be right there with
But-
you, brother.
But in the same aspect is, I blew up to 315 pounds. I'm not that anymore. I'm a lot thinner. I'm still chubby, but I'm a lot thinner than what I used to be. But in my mind, I don't see that. I still see 315 pound scuba. So I feel like this movie just kind of resonated with that differently, though. I'm not a chick. I don't care what the fuck I look like most times. But there are times where I'm like, you know what? I want to go out.
But
Especially
you
like,
probably had at least in one moment or two in your life where you've definitely maybe like kind of got done up in the mirror, and you're just like, you would be good, but you're just like, nah, I'm not fucking feeling this shirt, dude, or
No.
whatever. You know what I mean? And then you start,
all the
and then
time.
you fucking all of a sudden now you lost 30 fucking minutes because you're just dicking around because you know something
Well,
doesn't.
that's what I was gonna-
the best way. or
that's what I was
whatever the
getting
fuck
at
you-
is for instance, when I used to do my hair in the comb over, there was times where I would get ready, get dressed, put my clothes on. I'm like, damn, I look good. I'd go to comb my hair and I could not get my hair perfect. So then I'd fucking wash everything out of my hair, sit there, try to comb it. By the time you know it, like you said, 30 minutes have passed. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going out. I don't care. Like my fucking hair's, I'm not having a good hair night. I'm not fucking going. Like, fuck this. But like I said, it does resonate when you have those kind of insecurities. And it's something that Mel and I have talked about all the time. And she's like, no, like, you're fine. I said, I know that. And you can tell me that all you want. It's in my head. I could go get plastic surgery and get a tummy tuck and do all this shit. I'm still going to have those insecurities, you know? And I feel like that's what this movie's trying to tell you. But like I said, in the most extreme way, you can go and change everything about yourself, but you're still going to be insecure unless you're happy with yourself, which she was not happy with herself, even when she got everything that she wanted, because what she wanted was to be youthful again and to get that fame again. And in a sense, she did. She did, because they are the same person.
You know what's funny though is like
The mind kills everything faster than
Yeah.
anything else. Well,
But it's funny though because okay, there's a lot of times where like you'll obviously think back on your youth and you'll be like, oh, you know, those were the good days and shit like that. But if you try to imagine living that life at your age now with like the same speed and volume that you fucking went through, you fucking hate it.
Yeah.
you'd be like, nah, fuck that shit, dude. I'm sick of being broke, tired, and all this. Like, I'm always tired anyway.
Hungover.
Different tired. And yeah, just like fucking. Yeah, there are fun times, but there's also fucking a lot shittier times sometimes too, right? So, and you almost feel like somehow that I feel like that she didn't get to the point to where like that would fire back because Sue was always just living that like perfect life, But I did want to bring up one scene we did not talk about, and not the most disgusting scene, which we still somehow skipped over. But I would say the second most is the chicken leg scene, dude.
Oh my God.
That scene. This is my second watch. I totally forgot about that.
I did. Yeah, I did too.
And I was eating popcorn chicken at the time. I proceeded to stop eating the popcorn chicken. I was like, I am done. For now, I am good.
That was the point that I sat and like, what in the fuck am I watching?
But you know what? So I did type this down in my notes. Technically, Sue should not have a belly button.
Oh, because she wasn't.
Because she was not born.
See,
she had no.
That's why I
cord.
feel. That's why I feel like this still is technically producing a clone. Like it's
but
not.
Even technically, a clone wouldn't have a belly button
because it's not a genetic thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, but what if they master that in such a way where you could?
But they would have to. The only way they would do it is if it was born through somebody.
Well, okay, but it's cloning in the process of like not. It's obviously not like being born or anything like that, but it is like. Think of it almost like cloning
a cellular clone.
Well, I was in the easiest way. Like think of it like making like a Xerox copy, right, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what it is. You have your main print, you got your other one. It's pretty close to the same, but it, might be a little off. Maybe the toner's down or something a little bit. So I feel like that's why the look is different, but at the same time, like she still has everything that the original Matrix has or whatever.
And then you get the copy of the copy.
That's right. Which pukes titties out of its fucking forehead, dude.
Oh my God.
Okay,
which still is not the most.
It's not the worst disturbing thing. No, it's not.
Of this
it's not.
movie.
It's not. Fucking not. But it was so fucking gross.
Let's talk.
So gross.
Let's talk about the most disgusting scene
all
in
right.
the movie because I think we're all going to agree what it is.
Oh, 100%, dude. There's no way we can't.
If
right?
we
Like,
don't, I think we watched the wrong movie.
That's got to be. That's Dennis Quaid mouth raping a bucket full of shrimp.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, that is the most disgusting fucking scene.
That
and
is
the way they just kept zooming into his mouth, like, oh my God.
Let's also say this: a man who is probably the same age as her is telling her this, and she looks a million times better than.
She looks way better than he does.
But
that's Hollywood, baby.
Exactly.
That's what they do.
But that scene.
Hollywood.
That scene was a ripoff of fucking Lord of the Rings.
Was it?
Yes.
I'll take your word for
Thor
it.
absolutely just eating picture eating cherry tomatoes in the most disgusting way possible. You eat a cherry tomato, what do you do? You pop it in your mouth. No, this guy's like biting into it. It's just squirting everywhere. And he's
I feel like even as gross as that is, though, this might raise the stake because man,
because
I don't even. Was it shrimp or was it prawn?
Shrimp.
I feel like
that's the same fucking
shrimp.
thing.
It's the same thing.
Well, prawns are bigger, right? I don't know.
I don't think it was prawns. They were shrimp.
But
I gotta look at.
Not only is it gross looking, think of the smell.
No.
Because shrimp.
I thought you were gonna say the other way, because as gross as this scene is, it would not achieve the magnificent level that it does without the sound design.
Oh yeah.
Oh
and
my God, that was disgusting.
and he was like dipping them in this fucking like congealed butter concoction.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even melted butter. It was just like this big congealed blob of like garlic and butter.
Okay, so Brody says they call him prawn. I don't think I could watch anybody eat that kind of shrimp ever again in my life because of that scene, dude. Like that's all I'm gonna think about.
It was gross, man. And they just
stuck in his teeth, man. And just
makes him that much more unlikable because he's already probably the most
Gross.
unlikable character in this.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yes.
disgusting.
But somehow he's one of my favorite characters though, because like he's so off the fucking wall. Dude.
But he's supposed to be, and he is literally the epitome of that Hollywood sleazeball
He's Harvey Weinstein.
producer. Exactly.
He is, dude.
Harvey.
That's why he. That's
Weinstein
literally why he
died.
was named Harvey.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, but he was just
And-
ugh.
And-
Yeah,
and
that scene was disgusting.
the one other scene that caught.
I love how
not as
a
the-
movie about. I love how a movie about body horror, and that's our most disgusting scene.
because the way they
they filmed
shot it
that.
just to make him the most and not even that scene, the scene where he first meets Sue and he's lighting up a cigarette, somehow that's fucking gross, dude,
That was
because
very
you just
gross.
keep seeing like you see the crud on his teeth still and shit, and it's just like
One of
I
the
don't
other
need to
scenes
see
that
I can
gets
smell
me,
the
it's-
nicotine through my TV.
Oh, it's probably horrible. But one of the other scenes that gets me, it's not nearly as disgusting. But when Elizabeth is making all that food, I don't know why, but just
that was gross too.
everything she's making, I'm looking at that and going, thank God I haven't had dinner yet.
You know what it is?
Because
It's
I
the
just-
sound design, man. The
Yeah.
sound design they put with those scenes are so squelchy and so fucking just
Mhm.
like wet sounding. It's disgusting. Oh my
Oh,
god!
God!
I can hear that picture.
I can hear that picture is right. Oh,
It's so bad. And at the same time, I love Dennis Quaid for playing this role, dude, because he
he nailed it. He
nails
nailed
it.
He
man.
fucking nailed it, man. But it is definitely a sleazy fucking role, and I absolutely hated his character.
Yeah, but you're supposed to.
No,
Like
I know,
Oh,
but
yeah.
and that's how you know an actor did a great job is when you hate the character.
like one of the and another gross scene is when like he comes up to Sue when she right after she pulled her teeth out, and he's with his gaggle of fucking dudes, and then which side note, what the hell kind of New Year's Eve show is this where we're showing titties on TV?
I was
just
I wanted to ask-
thinking that too when I was
wanted to ask
watching
that
it.
little
too.
kids in the you took your kid to this shit.
That
This
is
is
horrible
live.
parenting.
This is on live television, dude. We see the live sign. We got titties on live TV now. What the fuck? Like,
Let's
Thank you
also
for asking that.
another
hyper realistic world. That's all it matters.
Also, shout out to Molly in the chat and Joe.
Yeah.
What's going on,
Molly,
y'all?
Molly, hey, Joe.
everybody. Another scene that also gets me. I know it's not an eyeball scene, but when she stuck the needle in the same hole in her back,
Oh God!
Oh,
Oh,
and-
that,
and
that
I-
fucking
I
Oh,
felt
that hurt.
that
oh.
that pain, that was also
And I could
It's because you
smell the
couldn't
I
get it
could
in there all the
smell
way, right? And then
pus.
you do
And
that
then she had to-
jab where it's like, ugh. Yeah.
Ugh.
No, this movie, man. Listen, I straight up, I've already told my wife how this movie was. She did not want to watch this with me. She's like, I am good on that. I'm like, you sure? Yes. I was like, all right, that's fine.
that's
Because
fair.
man, there's some people like I would not want to show this movie to everybody, right? Like there,
No.
I would have to
No.
like definitely.
This is not
20
something you want
I
to
would
watch
have to-
with your mom.
No, I would have to.
No.
Well, maybe somebody's mom, but not my
I'm
mom.
I'm willing to bet Brody would though.
Hey,
Brody would.
Yes. But no, this is like definitely you would have to 20 questions this to somebody to suss it out to see if they even closely like
Yeah, it's
that.
like,
You're all
do
right.
you like body horror? Yes. Do you like naked body horror? Yes. Do you like naked body chicken bone popping horror? What? Just answer the question, yes or no.
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. It was a surprising movie to say the least. Like I gotta say that watching it the
Yeah.
first time, I truly had no idea what to expect besides body horror and Demi Moore. That was
The only
fucking
thing
it.
that I was upset about, and it wasn't even the movie, is we didn't get to see it in theaters because it was in quick and it was out quick. That's the
this
only
would
thing
have
I was
been-
upset about. I'm like, shit, we didn't get to see that in the movies.
This would have been an amazing crowd experience movie.
Oh my god, yes.
oh dude,
Just
watching
would've been
people's
something for
faces would
sure.
have been great.
Oh my god, just to have a full the auditory reactions you would have would be amazing.
And I had those
But-
reactions with I Know You Did Last Summer and Superman. And God, I love it.
Nice.
So
No, man. Go ahead, sir.
do we think that the chicken bone scene that it
was a
actually
dream.
happened or was
No, it was a dream. It was a dream.
Okay.
No, it was a dream. Yeah.
Which I'm glad they end it like that because there's no way you could explain how she pulled a chicken wing out of her fucking belly button. But that's when she
No.
wakes up, and I believe she's on the floor, right? That like they just did the
Yeah,
transference.
yeah.
So she must have been in her 7 days. Oh, that's what it was because she was in her 7-day sleeper. Yeah. Elizabeth ate that greasy ass chicken. I like how they're fucking each other over by leaving it like the apartment like slobs.
Oh yeah, like that's the ultimate like fuck you.
But like Sue didn't do it on purpose at first. I feel like it just happened because she's young and dumb. But then Elizabeth was like, "No, fuck you, bitch," and that shows.
Dude, but Elizabeth went way overboard with that.
She went ham.
Well, by like the time she was a full old witch, absolutely. But you know, she was fucked.
Dude, which I'm telling you, man. When I was watching it last night, I'm like, why does she look why does this design look familiar to me? And it reminded me of the movie The Witches when they take their wigs off and they're all. That's what it fucking looked like.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
and she had that fucking hunchback and shit.
Can we just add
the big nose?
Can we just add to the douchebaggery of Dennis Quaid's character when he gives her a parting gift for leaving the company and it's wrapped in Christmas wrapping paper?
Yeah.
Because it's clearly not a gift for her at all.
Such a diplomatic move.
Oh my God, dude. Like, this movie's got a lot to talk
One
about.
of my favorite, funniest moments when she's the old hag witch and the neighbor comes out. Hi, Sue. Fuck off.
Yo, that would scare the shit out of me too, man.
Yo.
All of a sudden you hear that voice coming from the bathroom when what you were with went in. Like, what?
The way she just
So
said,
I
fuck
asked
off
you
and
boys,
looked, I'm like, yo, I would move out of that building.
I asked you boys this question last night, and this is another one of those things where you just kind of have to put it in disbelief. How the fuck was Sue getting paid? She obviously didn't have an ID. She didn't have a social security number.
All I could think is I'll set this up with my agent and she's her own agent.
I could see that. People would do that.
But even at that, how is she cashing checks?
Well, Elizabeth would do it when she's in thing. Like, I feel like that's how Sue would leave her older self to do all the adulting shit that Sue does not want to fucking do.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
and
that would make sense.
I mean, I feel like my younger self would also do that. Be like, bro, you've had way more experience with this shit. You do it. Like, you know, I don't know. That was just, I did think about that too. It's probably one of those things you're not supposed to really think about because it's not quintessential to the story.
Yeah, but the old man in me wants to fucking know. Like, how is
how has she got this apartment still, motherfucker?
Exactly. Who's paying the rent in this motherfucker? And how are you paying the rent?
How did that nerdy bro live across the street? What the fuck was that dude doing?
Across the hall? Yeah.
Like, I want to know what he was doing.
That dude had Bitcoins, man, or some bullshit like
that.
Yeah,
he was Bitcoin bro or some shit.
CoinNet. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? If not, I'm gonna bring in Mr. Kane.
I want to hear what Brody has
over
to
an
say.
hour now. So 1 second, my friends. Let me just load this out up.
Howdy fucking doody there, folks. It's Kang and Banging back for another episode of Gore and More, and this week I'm here to talk to y'all about The Substance. So the very first time I seen this movie, really enjoyed it. Pretty much nearly everything about it, through the performances to the cinematography, whatever it was. Other than the stupid fucking ridiculous put up song, fucking hated it. Y'all might like it. Garbage, absolute trash song. Then upon viewing it tonight on the second viewing, you know, it fell a little bit flat with me. I think for me personally, it's more of a one and done type film.
That's fair.
Not necessarily a shit film by any means. I just think for how long this fucking runtime of a movie is, it feels very boring for me. Because on the first viewing, I was very invested in the film. I was wanting to see what was up and around the corner. I was just like, holy shit, this story that's unfolding, what are we actually leading to? And we get this incredible final 30 minutes that I was like, holy shit, this is my type of horror movie. It's just batshit bonkers. And I kind of wanted this throughout the whole entire movie, but obviously it wouldn't work because we're setting up to that moment. And I get that. But upon watching it a second time, I definitely knew what was around the bend on most scenes. And I was kind of like, Yeah, we don't really need that. That could have been cut back, you know, and it was probably about like a good 40 minutes that this probably should have been cut down. And for them to take the subject matter of the true horrors of Hollywood was actually really cool to see them flip that on its head and turn it into this body horror movie. You know, Demi Moore is absolutely fucking flawless in this, whether she's got her clothes on or not. But in saying that, for her to take on this type of fucking role, you know, it's pretty gutsy for what she was able to achieve, especially with this. And she's just phenomenal in this. The cinematography, you know, visually, this film actually looks really fucking stylish and great. You know, I was able to pick up every now and then throughout certain shots a bit of a throwback to Stanley Kubrick's The Shining in certain scenes and elements, and that was really cool to see that laced out through a modern age film. And I know I'm always talking about body horror and how much I fucking love it, but this film really delivers on that from start to fucking finish. They drip feed us, pretty much cock teasing us, leading up to those final 30 minutes that I love so much that I only wish we could get a film like this from start to finish like that. And yeah, it's essentially if Cronenberg mind fucked David Lynch into crafting a Cronenberg humanoid cross the Elephant Man. That's how I see it. And the way that the gore, the practical effects really plays out visually through these scenes is fucking disturbing. You really cannot take your eyes off the screen upon the first viewing. Upon the second viewing, I was just waiting for that moment to really enjoy it and take it all in again. And it does not fucking... It really delivers. It does not disappoint. It's absolutely incredible shit. I have to bring this back up again, even though I spoke to you guys about it in the chat. Simply for the fact that I kept questioning this all the way through this fucking movie.
It's got to be.
And it was pissing me off. I literally was about an hour and 40 in. I kept coming back to it. And the question is, how was this clone simply able to fucking pick up a hammer and nails and build a secret revolving door in a fucking
YouTube,
especially in a complex where it's meant to be, as you would assume, that it's meant to be a wall to wall of apartments, and yet there's just this secret room there. Bitch, please, I don't buy that for a fucking minute. Especially her building this secret revolving door and knowing how to do it, because if the clone's based off Demi Moore's character. Demi Moore, I'm pretty sure, grew up as an actor through her whole fucking career. She's never been a builder, so. Don't know where that idea come from. And this clone's not smart, let's be honest. She killed fucking Demi Moore, which she needed to keep her alive. So, yeah, it speaks for itself. So the real question is, would I watch this movie again? And you know what? Yes, I probably would, but it won't be for a long-ass fucking time. I forgot to mention, Awesome Tit. AmenFuckYes.com. This movie has it all. I love it. But yeah, like I said, it has everything I want in a horror movie. It's just laced out through this long-ass runtime that's not needed. Cut back like an hour. Nice, neatly compacted little fucking horror movie. And I would give this, honestly, maybe a 4.8 out of 5. But I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm going to give it a 3.5. So, gentlemen, I look forward to hearing what you have to say about this movie. And I'll catch you on motherfuckers next week. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, Brody. That was a big fucking difference. Cheers, Brody. But goddamn, all right.
But you know what?
So, just to let you know, I went to YouTube and typed in how to build a door. There are pages upon pages, and literally the fifth one down is the same almost fucking door she builds in the video. I'm saying it's possible.
You know something? You want to know why they probably put that scene in there? Because they probably knew a bunch of us guys would fucking question it.
I mean, I didn't do it. They showed the feed tube thing. They showed it took over 5 fucking days for her to do this. I would say I will give you the question of,
oh my God.
Thank you, Joe.
Damn, Joe.
Yeah, Joe's got the answer,
right.
dude. That wins. Joe wins. That's what I'm
For
saying.
our audio listeners, Joe Day said, Demi is a masonry master. Has had me bricked up for life.
Yep, Joe wins.
Well said, Joe.
All right.
Ah.
That being
Joe
said,
wins.
But I gotta say, I have to agree with Brody because I just really didn't believe the whole secret room. Like, there's all this empty space.
so I'll give you that because, all right, if you're building an apartment complex like that, there's not going to be any wasted space,
But
Especially not in
here's-
Los Angeles.
But here's the thing. We don't know how big the building is. It could be regular apartments below, and they are up at the top in
Just
I would have
thinking
to
that.
assume
suite.
she's in a
She's
just
probably
how
in a
big it
penthouse
is.
where
Yeah,
there's
she's probably in a penthouse suite where it's half her side, half the other dude's side, which means the other dude has to have money somehow. So, however he has money, we don't fucking
He's a
know.
trust
They
fund
never explained
baby.
it. He had to have been a
He's-
trust
he's
fund
gotta
baby or
be,
something.
yeah.
He's a
But-
porn producer.
Maybe he looks sleazy enough to be a porn
Well,
producer.
and plus,
No,
let's
because he
also-
can't
let's-
get women the way he was talking
Well,
to her. So I feel
let's
like
also
I
think
wouldn't.
about it for a second. For Elizabeth Sparks, she's 50 at this point. She's been making probably a good money for a good portion of her career. So I would assume she probably designed that, and maybe they just left it like that. I could see it, because at one time they could have built it and said, "Oh fuck it, we're going to leave that alone. We don't even want to bother."
I'm just saying, what if we had a missing scene of where that dude, like she utilized that dude and had him help her out making it?
Brody,
I feel like the answer is right there.
you know something,
know
Brody?
what?
Here's the answer to that. I say it all the time. I've been in a lot of houses, and I got to tell you, there's actually quite a few rooms that have a lot of wasted space about the size of that. And I'm not just exaggerating that. Like,
Oh, definitely. On this back wall right here, I could totally put in one of those secret closets because there's
yeah,
a shitload of wasted space right here that we
Yeah.
could
no,
literally
I
add
just-
one there.
you
I
don't
just
think
love the
about it.
fact
It
that
exists. A lot of
That's
it.
That's the hardest takeaway from a movie where a serum can make you rip a clone out of your fucking.
Yeah, we
spine.
can't.
Yeah, that's
we
the
can't
deepest
believe it.
It's like-
we've had.
It's
How the
like,
fuck did
yo,
she make
how
the
did
door?
you make that door? I don't fucking know, man, because she was fucking determined, homie. What the fuck?
She's rich.
love
I
you,
mean,
Brody.
she's fucking rich, and like
She does have money.
she could have had, like you said, she could have had the neighbor help or hired somebody to come and do it.
I feel like that could have been an easy, quick 10 to 15-second scene where you see her go knock over. She said, "So I heard you have some tools in your handy." And then all of a sudden, scene wipe, she's opening the door, and you see it's like a couple days later.
I mean, and she would have to move the body. Of course, she would have to move
Yeah,
the body and
she
hide the
could, like,
body.
put it in her room, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then he tries some skeezy shit. and she
It's
kicks him out or whatever.
easily explained, but
Yeah.
maybe she did do it. Maybe she did do it,
Listen,
like John said.
Not everything in every movie needs an explanation. We all know this.
Like I said, Brody, I don't know if there's deleted scenes. I'm just pulling that one out of my ass, dude. I just feel like that would be the easiest explanation, potentially, or just show her going to YouTube. It'd be funny too. Be like, yeah. Whatever. That being said, Chad Daddy, I'm giving you the reins. So whatever you got to throw at us from your book of knowledge.
All right, seeing as how we're already in an hour 22, I'll try and be somewhat brief. Ray Liotta was cast in the film in February 2022, but he died in May that year before he could film his scenes. Dennis Quaid replaced him, but Liotta is still mentioned in the director's thank you notes during the credits.
Oh shit!
Ray Liotta as Dennis Quaid's role.
I could see it. Oh, I could see that because he was a sleazeball in fucking Hannibal.
Yeah, but would it have been
I don't think it would have been as
played as like funny
Grotesque.
as Dennis Quaid did it? I don't know.
I think it would. I think he could do it.
I stand
Yeah?
on it. Definitely.
No,
would.
I know he could do it. I just don't know if it would be the same like
as
flavor.
impactful.
You know what I mean? No, I don't even know that. I just feel like it would be a completely different. Because like Dennis Quaid, like, as gross as he is, I can laugh at him. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying he couldn't do that. I just wonder if he would play it like, huh? Well, what could have been, I guess, right?
Demi Moore said she was nervous about filming full nudity at age 59 and felt vulnerable, but she credited co-star Margaret Qualley, who was 29 at the time of filming and portrayed a younger version of her character, with making her feel comfortable on set. Qualley also performed totally naked. Coincidentally, Qualley's mother, Andie MacDowell, co-starred 40 years earlier with Demi in St. Elmo's Fire, a career film for both actresses.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that was her mom.
Yeah, that's her mom.
And Demi should have never felt ashamed or nervous to do that.
No,
Hell
no,
no.
never, not once.
Damn you, Ashton Kutcher.
I had that thought too. I was just like, damn, dude, homie was tapping that shit 20 years ago. But goddamn, dude.
Scoobs?
What?
Margaret Qualley revealed in interviews that her breasts in the movie are not her own. They are prosthetics designed by French makeup artist Pierre-Olivier Persine.
Does it say why? Does
Her
like is
breasts are
she
much
just
smaller than Demi's.
okay? No. If that's the reason, I
You
didn't
gotta
know if
make
it was like
which
she just didn't want to show her.
I mean, it could
or-
still be believable because it's obvious that Demi had implants, and I
Well,
would
not
assume
only
then-
that, but like the mom bod build gives that's going to give you some more character as you get a little older.
Yeah,
too, so.
absolutely.
Yeah,
It-
but
it-
the thing is that we never see that Elizabeth had any kids.
I don't think she did.
So
no, she definitely didn't.
All right.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I got to see Boo.
You know what? You're right because I'm mixing Elizabeth with actual Demi Moore. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, Demi had some kids, you know.
But
so
so even after you ruined it for me, whatever. I did it to you in fucking Night of the Living Dead 3 or Return of the Living Dead 3. So whatever.
Yes, you did.
Cool, you got me back. You finally got me payback. But first time watching it, I did not really pay attention. I was just like, "Ooh, boobies." This time watching it, after you told me that, you can definitely see where it's.
Yeah, you could tell.
Fake. You could tell, like the skin tones don't match perfectly as they should. You can definitely tell that it's a prosthetic. But I'm okay. It's still boobies.
It's like one of those like real life doll ones or some shit. Like
Yeah.
really fucking plastered on top. I don't know, man. And you know what? Those scenes right there, man, like those are completely different in contrast of just her two versions of herself looking in the mirror, right? Like the older one's like kind of sad, taking it all in and everything. And
I wasn't sad.
The young I wasn't either. I'm saying she was. And obviously the younger one's doing what all like kids do and just look at themselves in the mirror and like, ooh, fucking flex.
I still do that. I'm not a kid. I'm like,
yeah, but it's probably way funnier when you catch your like sons doing that shit. Everything. Like, what the fuck you doing? Like
Damien, dude. When Damien first started working out, he would stand in the fucking bathroom and he'd be like, And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's a fuck off.
Right? Like,
and they're fucking looking at his triceps. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Funny to call that shit out, dude. Sometimes in the moment, you're just like, what? No. What else you got?
The triceps are coming in nicely.
Dennis Quaid was so committing to making Harvey's notorious shrimp eating scene as gross as possible. He ended up eating 4 pounds of shrimp.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
The worst part is, I gotta like, does he even like shrimp? Because that would suck,
dude. Even if you like shrimp, after eating that much shrimp, you're not like
you're not gonna like shrimp,
right?
Yeah,
like I love chicken wings, man.
Someone's gonna say, I made shrimp cocktail. No, the fuck you didn't.
Ugh.
Oh.
Okay, so when I got sick on the 4th of July, before I was feeling bad, I had like a bologna and cheese sandwich. I love bologna and cheese sandwich.
Hell yeah.
I don't want one anytime soon now. Because I got sick that same day.
That'll do it.
Yeah. In several interviews, Demi Moore said that reading the script for this movie reminded her of the script for Ghost because the chance it could be amazing or a disaster was the same. This was crucial for her to accept the role.
She wasn't Ghost. Can we count that as horror? That's not really a horror movie, that's like horror adjacent, I would say.
Yeah, horror adjacent.
I mean, the endings kind of like always creeped me out as a kid when those little shadow dudes came out. I was like,
sabotage pick.
That was creepy.
I don't think it would be a good sabotage. I think I like Ghost.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, I don't. The
problem is, I'm only going to think about the Family Guy skit where he's a Ghostbuster and he busted.
Did I send y'all that?
Oh, God, now all I could think it was the Ghostbusters being dicks.
Did I fucking?
Hi, I'm late.
Did I send y'all AI Ghost? Did I send it to you or did I just send it to you?
I don't know.
It's Demi I think I did send it to.
I think I've seen it.
Or
I don't remember.
Said that Swayze went full method actor because like the ghost behind Demi Moore is like all rotten and shit.
Yep, I've seen that. Yep.
Jesus.
Okay. Demi Moore wasn't the director's first pick. During a meeting in Paris, Moore gave her a copy of her 2019 memoir, which then convinced the director to cast her due to its depiction of her relationship to her body during the early and peak years of her film career.
Excellent, dude. I'm glad they cast her, man. She did fantastic in it.
Mm-hmm.
Did she win an award for this?
She got a Golden Globe.
I think she did. Okay.
Yeah, that was the next thing. She got a Golden Globe for this. Perfect. It was her first major win in her more than 40-year career.
No shit, dude.
Jesus.
See, and that's why
is Demi going to be a new Scream Queen for us, dude? Like, is she just going to? I'm down for it.
Well, see, and that's why I was iffy about this movie because it won awards and it was in film festivals and shit, and I usually hate those movies. So that's why I was very iffy about
I'm not disagreeing with you, Scoobs, because I'm the same way, right? Like, every time I try to watch something like that, I'm just like, and I know this is not necessarily the best way to take it, but it always feels more pretentious than what I want to deal with.
Yep.
It depends.
That's fair.
This one doesn't feel like that to me, though.
Like, Silence of the Lambs won Oscars and stuff, and it's a legit good movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying like what you would put in that new bullshit category of like elevated horror, like that kind of shit. That's what I'm talking
Like
about.
You
Hereditary.
mean a category that
and
people made up and beat dicks about it when
Midsommar.
it doesn't really exist?
It's not made up, but it's just a terrible name because it's such a snobby fucking
That's-
detailing of
Dude,
it.
like when
But-
fucking Jenna Ortega says that in the beginning of the one Scream movie, she's like, I only watch elevated horror. I
You know
looked
what?
at her like, fuck you.
that was
How
the
about
moment
we
I was like-
elevate you up about 3 feet with a knife in your back? There's your elevated horror.
That was the moment where I was mad Ghostface didn't get the kill. I was like, fuck.
Fucking
But-
horseshit.
What else you got, Chad Eddie?
Let's see. Demi Moore was also nominated for the Best Actress Oscar for this film. That was her first ever Oscar nomination in her 40-plus year career.
Wow. God damn, dude. And bringing in with the horror, too.
Demi Moore only has one line of dialogue in all of her scenes with Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, because he never lets her talk.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Like, he just comes in, says his things, and he's like, all right, well, I got to go. See you later. And he does that little fucking, like,
Bye-bye.
I love his little fucking shimmy walk down the hallway, dude. Like, and it's such a long hallway, dude. The fact that you just got to
It
do it that
is.
fucking long. Like,
And
Ah.
Scoops were both on the same side of the screen. Too.
I just realized
It's
that,
like-
yeah, red,
it's like
red,
You
blue,
taking?
blue.
Do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill?
The blue
oh,
pill.
yeah.
Red.
Let's see what else we got. This is the 7th horror film nominated for the Academy Award for Best Picture. The first 6 films are The Exorcist, Jaws, Silence of the Lambs, The Sixth Sense, Black Swan, and Get Out. Of these films, only Silence of the Lambs won.
So the only thing I've seen, or the only thing I haven't seen out of that list is Black Swan.
I've seen it.
I
It's
saw
been a
Black
little
Swan one time.
What is it? Is that the
That's
ballerina
with
one?
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, with Mila
and
Kunis.
Mila Kunis. And I only watched it because I think they like do stuff.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. What else we got, Chad Eddie?
To prepare for her role, Margaret Qualley would walk around her home in character as Sue, which her husband hated because he found it unnerving.
Was she naked?
Why?
Probably.
Okay. All right. Wait. I want to ask him a personal question. Be like, what's unnerving about it? Because your wife's clearly walking around in tiny little shirts and panties all the time, with her
It's
hair all done up. and
Probably how Sue was kind of obnoxious.
I don't care if she's still like. I'm into that bratty shit sometimes. I could deal with that. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, but if you're probably dealing with that every day, hours on end, I'm willing to bet at some point it's like, okay, can you stop for
And you
a
know what?
fucking minute, your goddamn wife?
It could be like a complete 180 of her actual self.
Like actual
Yeah, she's,
real character.
she could. She's probably like an actual sweetheart, and like
Right, and he's
And
probably
that
just
dude's
like,
just not used to that kind of power. Like, I don't know what to do with this.
I think you're strangely attractive right now.
the film was shot in continuity when possible, adopting what the crew called a lab shoot approach in its final month. The lab shoot was used to capture insert shots typically assigned to a second unit with a reduced crew. The most time-consuming prosthetic shots were filmed during this time period, including close-ups of injections and a back splitting open. The director storyboarded all the prosthetics and birth sections before production began, focusing on the birth scene first during pre-production. This helped estimate financial costs for the prosthetic dummies, how many to build, and the extent of their body details. The birth sequence took 15 days to film.
Holy shit.
Damn, dude.
2 weeks on that quick shot. Well, not quick shot, but on that
it's
single
a
shot.
pretty elongated shot, but
Yeah.
I mean,
But
we've
still.
covered some movies that were filmed in that entirety of time.
think about it for a
That's
second.
just a
For
shot.
a low budget movie, 15 days, that's half their shooting schedule. Like,
That might be the
on
whole
another
shooting
movie.
schedule.
That could be another whole movie.
What was the one we just covered the other day that was only like 20 days? The fucking Paris one. Wasn't that only like 20
Oh,
fucking
as
days?
above, so
20 days?
below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not fucking that far off. Shit, dude, that's fucking insane. Question. So when the Matrix gives birth to the new body,
Yeah.
is it the old spine in the new body, and then the old body makes a new spine?
No, it couldn't be. Because she had
So
to
it
get,
was like the
the
spine.
she had to get
literally-
stabilizer from the spine.
Yeah.
That's true. So how does like the spine literally split?
Yeah, I think it's basically like cellular mitosis.
Jesus. I don't know. I feel like stitching it together wouldn't really heal back them bones like that. But hey, what do I know?
But we also don't know what's in the substance.
That's
that
true. There could
cause
be
it
some
to-
magic elixir
Yeah.
bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
Where like maybe if there's some residual, it's like healing the body at the same time while it's doing the feeding thing. Or maybe it's in the feed shit, dude.
We know it's you, Herbert. We know it's
It is Herbert West, dude. There's no way it's
Mhm.
not.
That would be a great reveal in like the
He
sequel.
got out of prison
That would be.
after that mouse penis fight, and he's like, "Listen, I gotta do something different with my fucking life."
We're gonna change
mean-
lives.
I mean, the penis is still loose.
It
is.
was
Mm-hmm.
Substance 2. Walk out. Oh God. All right. What else you got? Jen?
It took about 6 hours to get Margaret Qualley into the Monstro Elizasu prosthetic suit. She had to wear it for 8 days in a row, leading to panic attacks as she could only see out of one eye and her movements were heavily restricted. It also led to an acne breakout that lasted some time after filming was completed.
Oh shit.
That's
Welcome
awesome.
to the real world. Deal with that shit.
I can imagine, man, if you are already claustrophobic in any
Yeah.
way, that is
Yeah,
not
if you're
a good time.
claustrophobic, yeah.
No shit.
And then it had to be hot as fuck too.
So wait, so was the Demi face really Demi though?
I think so. Like, I don't think they were like in it together at the same
No,
time.
but like
No, that was
they would
probably,
have two
like-
different things. But I assume that was still her face and arm in whatever like shit they put in her or over
Yeah, because
her.
it looked too real to be
That's
like a
what I'm
life
saying.
cast or something.
But do you think there's anything like? Okay, this is weird. Like I don't even know how to ask this question. Do you think there's anything behind that face, like an actual like another brain and everything else, or is it the face literally just the face?
I think
and
it's all
like,
connected.
almost like a mole. Like,
I think it's.
but it's like
No, I think that it was sentient.
Yeah, because
Definitely sentient.
she looked like she was in just absolute agony and horror.
Okay. Well, no, this is what I was trying to like. This is what I was trying to figure out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it was almost like she still would have had it, it could have just been in a different spot because obviously we had like teeth.
I don't know. Like I said, that's what
eyes.
made me think of Leviathan as opposed to what did Scoops. What was Scoops? What did you say it reminded you of?
I don't fucking remember. Oh, no, not that one. I was talking about when she was like the crone.
Oh, yeah, the Crone. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, that the Monstro that made me think of Leviathan.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Anything else, Chad Daddy?
During a 1-week break in filming where Margaret Qualley was mostly required, Demi Moore contracted shingles and lost 20 pounds.
Holy shit!
Oh,
Damn, dude, that's shitty.
The older version of Elizabeth was nicknamed Gollum on set.
huh.
Okay, I like it.
When Demi Moore received the script from her team, it came with a message saying, "We won't say anything about it, just read it." This intrigued the actress, who found the screenplay to be a wild ride.
It would have been funnier if they sent it on a USB.
On a USB.
They did in the movie, just with that bass pumping while she read the script. Like,
See, I was just thinking how funny it is that John had this on a USB.
I did, dude.
Fucking forgot that he had it on there too.
With this little corn dude.
The same fucking color as the goddamn substance.
That's
And
funny.
Brody's other favorite movies on this as well. Texas
Yeah,
Chainsaw.
Fuck that
4.
movie. The film is partially inspired by Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray, which is about a man who manages to avoid aging by allowing the signs of aging to appear on a painting of him instead of his real body. However, instead of merely showing the signs of aging, the portrait ends up becoming progressively more monstrous as a reflection of Gray's immoral behavior. Gray hides the portrait by moving it to a more private room of his house and ends up stabbing it. This is reflected in the film as Elizabeth herself smashes the poster of Elizabeth that hangs in the living room and ends up hiding it in a secluded room.
He is also the villain in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was, bro.
That's right. Forgot.
Because like
about
you,
that.
as you were saying, I was like, I already know that story. I'm like, wait, what else is that story? Like, oh, Sean Connery, yeah. You know what? Guilty pleasure movie. Fucking love that movie. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Same.
I know-
It was dumb fun.
It was. I feel that, and I know you don't like Van Helsing as much. I put that and Van Helsing in the same category. I'm like, nope, this is just dumb. Turn off the brain. Like, here we fucking go.
I forgot about Van Helsing.
But Van Helsing had really shitty CGI, and that's what took me out of it.
But it's
I felt like
still
the
such
CGI
a
was the
fun
same
movie.
as League of Extraordinary. I don't know. And you know what
I
is
enjoy
cool
that
is
movie
like
very
both
much.
of them have the Hunchback of Notre Dame in it. Just different characters. Or no, not
Yeah.
Hunchback.
No, Mr. Hyde.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hyde.
Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Yes.
But just different aspects of it. I don't know, man. Now I want to watch those as a double feature right now.
I think I have Van Helsing, but I don't think I have League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, last I knew, was on Tubi.
Ooh.
Because I saw it
Yeah.
not too long ago, and I was like,
I've never
I haven't watched
seen
that movie in a minute.
no.
That'd be a fun
It's
one
a-
to watch. I think
it's
Steph
a-
would like that.
Dumb, fun movie, man. It's a swashbuckling movie.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
actual like old
Not
literary
pirates, but
characters
you know what I
that
mean?
haven't
Like-
really been filmed in a long time.
No.
Okay.
And you're kind of like, dude, I want a movie like that with like, not that it's going the same, but like the Universal Monsters or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
give us something like that. That'd be fucking sweet. But
So basically, Van Helsing,
yeah.
Well,
because
yeah.
Van Helsing had the
But
Wolfman,
more,
and
but I
Dracula,
want,
and
but I wanted
Frankenstein.
more like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, where like somehow like some of the monsters actually have to be on like the good guy team. So I guess it would be more like Holland Commando.
So more like I was gonna say more like Monster Squad.
Well, I was thinking Holland Commandos because I was going with adult with it, but yeah, that's fair. All right. Anyways, back to this movie.
The director cited Cronenberg's The Fly as an influence on this film. Both movies include a
Solid
moment in
movie.
which the protagonist removes a fingernail from their decaying finger. All the body parts that fall off Sue are the same as the body parts that fall off Seth Brundle in The Fly: tooth,
His ear.
fingernail,
Yeah.
and
Fuck.
ear.
Yep.
Oh my
yep.
god!
Forgot about that.
I did not even think about that shit. Oh, Fly's so good too.
Demi Moore's skin became so raw and irritated from filming the scene where Elizabeth furiously reapplies her makeup again and again before giving up and rubbing it all off, that after about 11 takes, the film's makeup team stepped in to tell the director to stop doing any more takes, lest Demi hurt herself or develop a severe rash on her face. She also had to spend 6 to 9 hours in the makeup chair before filming to apply prosthetics for the scenes where Elizabeth turns into a sickly-looking crone, and 2 hours afterwards to remove them.
Damn.
Damn.
That's
Demi
a
put in
lot.
work. That's awesome. Anything else, Chad Daddy?
Let's see here. For her nude scenes, Margaret Qualley was fitted with custom-made breast prosthesis to portray an idealized image of beauty reminiscent of Jessica Rabbit. Qualley humorously explained the process. Unfortunately, there's no magic boob potion, so we had to glue those on. They endowed me with the rack of a lifetime, just not my lifetime.
Huh.
The rack of a lifetime. She said.
Just not my lifetime.
Listen, everybody has got different preferences of sizes, man. But big or small, they all gonna get the same. Like the same.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's all that matters. Anything else, Chad Daddy?
That's
That's
it.
it. All right, ended on the fake boobs. I like it. Let's go.
Got to end on a high note. Thank you. Good night.
Ba-dum, bum. Boom, boom, boom. All right, where did we watch this, boys?
Physical.
7 C's.
Let's get physical.
Random USB stick.
Which, by the way, he just randomly found in an alley somewhere.
I did, right?
He's like, oh, what's this?
I mean, I would have just kept that shit just to like get that music off of it because I clearly that was all part of it. You know? Their marketing team was genius. Simple, seductive. Let's go. Let's see. Hold on, sorry, got to get back to my list. Does the cover art sell the movie? Would you rent this as a child? Scoobs, you didn't get the physical.
I did not get the physical.
Bob, you
have
got
it.
Bob
the
has
physical.
I get it.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's
I think it's
the
just plain.
substance.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
it
think
the
it's
little
just the
vial of
substance
substance?
vial, or the
And it's all white?
needle or something.
We'll see.
I love how
right?
Bob finds his movies so quickly.
He has
It
a
takes
mouth.
me
Well, he
forever
did
to
just
find
watch.
it.
He did just watch it, so he should know where. He
True.
put it.
Just her laying
So,
on the ground. It's her laying on the ground in the bathroom with her spine.
so I'm not
Sort
gonna
of.
lie.
I
would be.
I don't know.
Intrigued,
Maybe.
but it kind of gives me Saw vibes with that cover.
Yes,
So
it
I
does.
don't know. 'Cause
I
don't
probably
remember Saw.
would only because I'd be like, what the fuck happened to her back? I need to know.
Show us the back cover. The back cover might be the cell. Can't really see.
Hold on, it's a little bright. Hold on, let me see if I.
That made no difference at all.
No. Yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't think I would watch it.
I
or
feel like if
pick
you
it
put
up.
a
I
vial
know
of
I
the
would.
substance with the bright green, that would have attracted me more.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because that, and it's nothing against this movie, but there were so many like shitty horror movies that came out in the later 2000s, early 2010s that all just like looked like covers of Saw ripoffs, dude. And that just kind of fills that void a little bit. Soft, yes, I feel.
Now, if my friends had told me as a child how much boob was in this movie, yes.
Okay, so let's answer it fair then and there. The reason most of us watched this movie was straight up word of mouth.
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't even like we didn't need to see anything. It was just like, yo, man, you like to see some fucked up body horror? Yes, we do. All right, well, sign the fuck up. There you go.
Man,
So-
not wrong, really.
All right, that takes us to, well, this is an easy one. Douche of the film.
Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, dude, it has to be fucking Dennis Quaid, man. He made her. Ugh, gross.
Yes
Yeah.
and no, because
Ooh, who we going? Who you going?
Stu could easily be the douche of the film
She
also.
could too. Because she,
But
true.
is-
He
fo-
could.
she want to follow the rules.
Now here's the fucked up thing. Sue isn't herself Elizabeth, right? So
Yeah,
Elizabeth
so-
is her own douchebag.
Yeah.
Because Sue's a set like, yeah, Sue isn't her, but she is her, right? So like anything she does, it does affect him. Because
I'm
even
going to
when we
go
got to
Stu.
the end, right? Like when Elizabeth finally died, Sue. That's when Sue died.
Yeah.
So
I'm going Sue solely on the fact that Dennis Quaid's character is too easy of a pick because he's already supposed to be the douche. But she's even douchier because she, even after the first time that she steals the time, she knows what it's doing to the Matrix. She knows what it's doing to the body.
but that
But
younger
remember,
self
Elizabeth
don't care.
is doing it
Numbers-
to,
exactly.
Elizabeth
And
is
that
doing
is-
it
I mean-
to herself, though.
Let's
Yes,
face
true.
she only started doing this because she wanted dick.
Yeah. She wanted that dick, that motorcycle dick.
Oh,
Who looked like
sorry.
that one
not
comedian.
the actual substance, just the stealing of the
Yes.
stealing of the
The essence or whatever you want to
yeah,
call
whatever
it.
you want to call that.
I'll still stick
That dude looked like Matt Rife. That's who he looked like.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He looked like fucking Matt Rife, dude. He looked like
Oh.
a fucking Timu Matt
No,
Rife.
you know what? I'm giving him douche of the movie because of how he treated fucking Elizabeth in the
Yeah,
street.
he was a douche.
Oh,
big
he
time.
was, yeah.
I'm
Well-
giving him douche of the movie.
I'm not excusing his actions, but I just feel like that dude, he went up because he already got kicked out of that scene there, but then he finds his fucking helmet thrown out into the hallway. So
No, fuck that guy.
no, that's fine. I'm still gonna
going
go.
with two.
I'm still gonna go Quaid because
Yeah,
Quaid's
Listen,
I'm
dude,
thinking
Quaid
that right.
started it. Dennis Quaid started it all, so everybody else would have not been a douche if he wasn't the main douche to start.
You know what? Let's just go with the actual ultimate answer. It's just Harvey Weinstein. So,
Society.
anyways,
Well,
Society is the douche for making women feel they need to do things to make themselves look younger.
That's a hot take. I like that.
you know,
That's- yeah,
even though you
holy
said it
shit.
in the pretentious way, that is 100%.
It's the truth.
It
It's
is
the
though.
truth.
It is.
That is hot. I
is
like that.
100% the truth.
I really wish, man, we should have like Kaylee on or something like that, dude. Like,
Or even Mel. Mel should have fucking
yeah,
hopped on.
anybody.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like definitely hearing a lady.
This should have been one where we got the wives.
Jen didn't want to watch it.
I
dude.
know,
No
but
I
way.
didn't either.
You know what? You know what?
Rebecca
I
wasn't
easily
with me.
could have pulled in my sister on this one. 'cause
Oh,
she's
yeah.
already
Molly
had
could have
two,
hopped
so
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
We got to do that
remember
one
I'll have to
time.
remember that for next time for sure. All right, that takes us to favorite kill. Now we didn't get a lot of kills in this movie because this isn't that kind
Elizabeth
of a
Sue
movie.
just completely disintegrating.
I'm
I
going.
have to go with that.
I'm going Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
The way, Elizabeth. The way she got fucking. The way Sue fucking Spartan kicked her off that
Oh.
goddamn.
Bro, how the fuck did she do that?
All she needed to do was this
Seriously.
is Sparta. Boom.
She launched her like 20 fucking feet
Yeah,
in
she
the
fucking
air,
did.
dude.
I'm going to go with
And
that.
Maybe,
as
maybe
well.
it had something to do with
Shit out
that
of her.
death serum that was in her. Who knows? Maybe it.
So I was kind of wondering about that because they gave her the death serum, but then she does the transfer and it ignited her too, right? So like, yeah. So like what? And at that point, Elizabeth is moving around a lot sprier than she has in the
Yep.
last few scenes too, right? So
Yeah.
like, yeah, maybe it is some weird.
That had to have
fucking-
been adrenaline though. Adrenaline with the fight or flight kicking in.
Well,
That's-
I'm gonna say that
that's what
too.
I
but-
figured that's why she killed her. It was just fight or flight. It was
Yeah.
an instinct. She didn't really realize what she was doing at in the moment.
No, that ends up fucking her anyways. So, all right, that was a solid one though. I still like the Monstro death though because that was just so soupy.
I mean,
gross.
It was
God,
gross.
that was great. Just falling on the street.
It was squelchy.
And I appreciate the random metal riffs behind the whole spraying of the crowd. That
Oh, that was
really
great.
accentuates the moment. That takes us to best scene.
I'm giving it to the scene you just described, the blood spraying the audience.
Yeah, and you know what's
Hey.
funny? I think that was the scene you hated initially the worst, right, Scoobs?
Yeah.
And it's
Is
funny,
it-
Scoobs. It's
is
funny
it
that Scoobs
still?
mentioned. Funny that he mentioned that made him think of Evil Dead the musical because that's immediately what popped into my mind too.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is the
yeah.
amounts of blood in that, especially when I saw it in Vegas. And I'm telling you, man, I'm sure I told you all the story about how they just doused the ex-wife in blood, and
Hell yeah.
that's what it was, dude. It was fucking awesome. And so, like I said, the first time watching this, I was so into the first 2 acts of the movie, getting to know
Okay.
these 2 characters and seeing how they're living the life. And then it just turned into this weird fucking thing. And I'm like, it kind of killed it for me on the first watch. This watch, though, I already, like Brody said, I already knew what to expect. But for some reason, I don't know, there was just a switch that flipped, and I'm like, I fucking dig this shit. Like, it was fucking great. But I'm gonna go best scene for me, and it was just a little short scene. All right.
Okay.
It's the scene where they switch back for the first time and their boobies are touching. That was the best scene.
I believe that was Sue laying over top of
Yep.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
My favorite scene when she's doing the makeup and she keeps redoing it because
Yeah.
know
That was a
people
sad
have done
scene.
that,
It is a very sad
It's
scene,
a-
and it's a very
it's a
powerful
sad-
scene.
and it's very impactful.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I was only joking about the booby scene. I was gonna text y'all that last night. I was gonna take a picture and be like, my favorite scene. This is my favorite scene. Boobies touching.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of good scenes in this shit, dude.
I'm gonna go with, for my real favorite scene, is probably when she first injects herself with the substance and we see
Dude, that
Stu
first transformation
come out.
is fucking
yeah.
insane.
Yeah,
that
it
was
is.
really
I
cool.
might have to
Shit.
go with that one, dude. Because like I said, the eyeballs, they kind of like tweaked me out a little bit. The back rip was gross. Like, and I feel like it has been a while since we've seen a newer movie really like push that
Push
kind
it.
of.
Yeah,
And maybe,
with
you know, maybe there
practical
is other
effects,
shit
like,
out-
It looks so good.
Okay, you know what? I shouldn't say that because I'm sure there is plenty of movies that do the gore effects, but one of such a higher stature in the movie
Yeah.
market, if I want to say, you know what I mean, going to that like almost like AAA budget. But all right, no, that's a solid pick, and I'm gonna have to ride that your coattails on that one, buddy. Worst moment or scene?
Shrimp scene. Come on.
I was gonna say
Worst
prawn
time-
scene, bro.
Well, yeah,
We talked about
yeah.
that already.
Fucking shrimp.
Most uncomfortable
God.
scene, definitely
Yeah,
that.
definitely the most uncomfortable fucking scene.
Somehow it is, dude.
I would like to give an honorable mention to best scene is the pump it up.
I can't argue on that,
Squat.
homie, either.
And
Like,
squat. And squat. It's not a squat. It's not a fucking squat, bitch. But all right, fine. It's not a fucking squat.
I can't deny it. Yo, did you all think like in the moment of the chicken bone scene, not knowing it was like, especially because Chad Eddie, this was your first watch, not knowing that was a dream. Did you think that shit was really gonna pop up on the monitor by chance?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Ugh. Molly, I can't get over 4 pounds of shrimp. That is a lot
Molly.
of shrimp.
You're not the only one.
Ugh, that's gross.
Okay, so Bobby keeps saying about she's going and squat and squat. And he's like, it's not a squat. It's not a squat. All I can picture in my head is that episode of The Simpsons when they went to the strip club and fucking Smithers was cornered by those strippers like twerking.
Oh,
at him.
just
Oh my God. Yeah.
Don't touch me. No. Poor Smithers. That was still well before he came out, right? On the show.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, so did opening scene hook you in? Honestly,
Yeah.
it did. I liked how simplistic it was. It was with the eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
There was no sound. I don't think there was nothing really like audible happening. It was just
No, it was just subtle.
silence, and then makes a little split, and then it goes. Wait, right? Because it goes into eggs, and then it goes into the star on the sidewalk, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Which was also solid. Like
Yeah,
I
if
enjoyed
we're-
all of it.
if we're going with the star, I'm gonna say yes.
The star's probably more of an intro.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really cool because I've
Egg's
never
the
seen how they
initial.
make the. I'd never seen how they make the stars anyway, so I thought that was really cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, there was. I like, and that whole top-down shot was just, it was solid.
Yeah.
That takes us to most attractive character.
It's a tie.
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
Elizabeth
Tie
and
all the
Sue,
way.
they're both different ages, but both
You know what?
equally fucking hot.
This is the grossest thing I'm probably going to say in the evening, but I am right at 40 years old, so I am right in the middle of both of them. It's
Yep.
good for me.
And for me, did you notice Sue did this really sexy thing where she bites her lower lip?
Yes.
It's just
Yeah,
like
she was
three
doing that
times.
shit on
She did it
purpose.
a lot. Yeah.
She was doing
I've seen her
that.
doing it on purpose, but
Yeah, she was doing that, shit
that
to
was
sell it.
that was hot.
Yeah,
Just that lower
no,
lip bite.
I do that to Mel when it's sexy time. I'm like,
that's right. Just you give her the smolder.
give her the smolder.
All
Put my
right.
lip gloss on.
What are you doing? Sorry, I'm having kind of an off day. That takes us to, did the score set the mood?
Yeah,
Oh,
Me,
it actually
did.
absolutely,
It
dude.
did.
Because even other than the upbeat fucking beats
The
and
score
shit, and
was a
songs that
ma-
we got, the score was awesome.
Yeah.
But I felt like the score was actually like another character of the film. though,
Yeah.
'cause they just the moments that dude, there obviously was the definite like H&M fucking shit going on, which I was all about. But then there's other moments that really hit too, especially if you like. I took a moment to listen to the score today, and dude, going through it, you remember every single fucking section that it does.
dude. Now you know why I'm such a geek for movie scores.
Yeah,
They're
well, I
great.
mean,
I
like,
can hear the, I can
I'm
hear
right
the
there
music.
with
And, like
you.
the movie's replaying in my head.
I'm not saying that there isn't some that definitely like I'm more attached to than others. You know what I mean? Where, yeah. Anyways, that takes us to best song. Which do you boys have one? If
Pump
not,
it up.
Pump
Pump it up. That works.
We'll go with that one. I
Oh,
can't
because
really
Brody
remember.
hated it so much.
I'm personally going the song actually called "The Substance," and that is the one that plays when she puts in the USB to watch their little commercial. That shit is fucking bumping, dude. I listened to it twice today.
That's a bumping tune.
It's almost like it kind of gives me vibes of like the beginning of like Party Boy or some shit, dude. I don't know what the fuck.
Give my banana hammock.
You like to party? I love to party. That takes us to favorite character. Favorite.
Ooh,
Oh, dude,
we lost Chad Daddy.
Uh-oh.
He said it'll be RB.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's lying.
Favorite character.
You know something? I
feel like I have to say Elizabeth, dude, right?
I'm giving it to Fred. I like Fred.
Ooh, Fred was a solid dude.
He was a really good guy.
He was.
He
He was the only genuine person in this whole movie.
He texts a little impatiently, but at the same time, he's very excited that
I
a
didn't get
woman of his-
impatient. I got concerned.
nervous, maybe.
Concerned.
Yeah,
Say
I don't
or
think the
concern.
text messages were back
No,
to
no, no.
back to back.
I don't mean impatient as in like a bad way. I just think it's because he's so excited and also like worried. You know what I mean? Like it's all from a good place. Like the fact that he went silent on the phone twice when she was asking him out, even, like just sorry, I'm taken back. It's like, well, yeah, dude, most dudes probably would be too.
This is going to be an odd one. I agree with Elizabeth. She's top, but every time she called the hotline, that guy on the other end telling you, remember, it's not the two
voice.
of you. It is one of you. I say that because he's being
is a
quite
character.
frank. He's being quite frank. He's like, it's one of you, not two of you. Respect it. You don't respect it, that's your problem.
So Herbert West,
Yes.
because that's
Herbert West.
on the other line. It was Herbert West.
Now, and not only that, I like the fact that he would never deal with them when they said their name.
Mm-hmm.
It was only when they said their patient number.
Yeah,
It's because this was just an experiment.
This is a
They're guinea
trial.
pigs.
Yep.
They're guinea pigs right now.
That's why I'm saying this is Herbert fucking West, dude. There's no way it's not. It's the same color. Like he's not even trying that hard.
That'd be so badass if they fucking tied it in.
That would be.
Could you imagine if that was like a behind the like an after the credits scene, dude? Like, I feel like my mind
You
would
just see him sitting in a
explode,
fucking
dude.
chair and he's just smiling.
I think our minds would melt.
Yeah, oh, Jesus, yeah, dude. It is just thinking about the possibilities already.
I don't
you know
know
what?
if I have a favorite character.
I hate to even say it, man, because as gross as he is, I gotta go fucking
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey, dude, because like, because he was disgusting, but man, like, he's so vile that he still made me laugh in the scenes because it's like I don't even know what you're supposed to do with that.
He really made me laugh. The scene where he was talking to Sue right after her teeth fell out, and then how he just got completely distracted by the fucking dancing girls.
Oh, the feathers, and he's like,
God,
"Woo,
yeah.
feathers!"
No,
And it's
you know
all,
what's
him and all the old men just started running away. It's like, ew, bro.
What scene
They're
made
like,
me
look-
laugh? The scene that made me laugh with him is when he's talking to when he first meets Sue and he's talking to his assistant. He's like, my assistant,
Isabella.
Isabella, Cindy. Your name's Cindy. It's
That's
easier
way
to
too
say.
hard to say.
Yeah.
It's like one more syllable. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
I'm gonna have. Damn, I don't really have a favorite character in this movie, man.
That's
You know
fine.
what?
You don't
I'm
have
going
to.
with. I'm going with Eliza Sue.
Eliza Sue, all right, monster.
I felt bad for her at the end.
Yeah,
I felt
as
so
you
bad.
should.
Yeah.
That's a Frankenstein
definitely.
situation, right? Like that life should have never been created in the first place, dude. It was
Nope.
never meant to be.
Never should have been.
And clearly she was already delusional because she was just having crazy fucking, or maybe those were memories. I don't know. Recessed memories from OG.
I took it as
crime.
memories.
Okay, that's fine. That makes probably more sense, honestly. That's how she knows where to go and everything too, and all that other good shit. Okay. Was it scary?
Yes. I'm saying yes. You're taking an experimental drug. Society is looking at you differently. You do wind up turning into a monster because you're trying to keep yourself younger. You're trying to do things for other people. Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes, only because the way that this mirrors society and the way things that we do on social media and we try to make ourselves look better and we use filters and all that shit.
So it's more like existential scary
Yeah,
than like
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can agree with that 100%.
So I'm gonna say yeah.
Fair enough. I'll say yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely one that kind of makes you take
Think
two steps
again.
back, and you're like, oh, dude, kind of just wince at a lot of things that you thought about through life. Does it hold up today? Well, it came out a fucking year ago.
So yes.
I shouldn't even have to ask that question. Acting.
Fucking perfect.
10 out of
man.
10.
Great.
Everybody
acting.
20
stole
out
their
of 10.
roles.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I even like the old dude that she meets, like the old nurse guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
An old man.
he plays a stock kind of generic character. I would say he's almost the harbinger, probably, right? Like he kind of gives her all the bad news, even though she's already started the shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that takes us to cinematography.
It was
Beautiful
good, man.
shot.
This
No,
movie was all. It was crazy, man.
Dude,
There
that one
it was a
one
little-
scene where I guess she's in the shower and then the camera just starts going up.
Yeah.
And it just elongates the shower.
okay.
That one's pretty cool. Like there's just a lot of cool shots in here.
I'm gonna give it a yes and a no because some of the really artsy shots.
See, and those are the ones I really liked in this
See,
movie.
I
I
Those are the ones I really
normally
didn't
don't.
like.
Yeah.
Do you know? Does any specific one come to mind? I'm intrigued to.
That I didn't like.
Yeah.
A couple times when they were recording her show and they focused too much on like the camera lens focusing in and out. Like they did that shot at least
See,
twice.
I like that because that was just the camera was getting a boner. Like that was just.
I don't know. I
The
just did
camera
not,
wasn't the only thing.
I did not like
There
that.
was not.
Now, what about the actual cinematography of like, let's say, the pump it up scene?
Yeah. I see what you did
Yeah,
there.
it's the cinematography there.
Right? Who
Fucking
shot that scene?
Perfection.
Who's
in
the
that
B squad?
scene.
that
But the
fucking-
sound design was fantastic.
Oh, absolutely, dude. This, yes, the squelchiness of this movie alone is just high levels of awesomeness.
Oh yeah.
And it's not even just all the body horror that's necessarily the gross, dude. Like we talked about the prawn. Bob mentioned her cooking scene. That was gross ASMR up there too, man. Just her fucking hand mashing mashed potatoes and shit like that. Dude.
When she's fist fucking that damn turkey.
Oh,
Yeah, she was.
And then it's cutting back to the scenes of fucking Sue, you know, kind of in the same position as the turkey. I'm like, oh.
Right?
Listen,
that was some confliction of emotions right there, dude.
I was like,
you know, something. She was using her strong hand to stuff the turkey.
All I can think about is with it was like, ooh, food's still warm. Mashed potatoes. All right. Did we like the premise?
Yes.
I'm gonna say absolutely.
Yeah,
definitely.
100%.
It's a movie that you could watch easily at face value, but clearly there's a lot of underlying things for you to take in as well. So, you know, it could have, I feel like it could either go one of two ways, right? You could either do multiple viewings because you're going to see more shit, or like Brody said, you're going to get everything in that first viewing, and there's really no reason to watch it again because there's only going to be certain scenes you're going to look for. Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's not The Thing, so, you know, I can't say.
I still catch new things when I watch The Thing.
I just watched that the other day.
Hell yeah.
I'm due for a rewatch.
Oh, dude, yeah, wait, funny story about that. So there's a channel on Pluto TV called Universal Monsters.
Yes. Solid.
Doesn't just focus on the old stuff. It shows anything from Universal. So I was watching The Thing, and Harper was sitting there watching it with me. And it was the scene at the very end. And you know how when it's down to just McCready and it's like tunneling through and you see like the boards and everything, you know.
Yeah.
Going up. I'm like, Harper, look, that's kind of like Tremors. Guess what the next movie was?
Tremors.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh,
Sweet.
I wasn't even in the room when it started. I was in the kitchen making dinner. I just heard that beginning like country style twang music. I'm like, oh, I know what that is. And Steph's like,
you know what, man?
Tremors.
It's been a minute, but I feel like my yearly watch along is coming up soon that I'm gonna have to get on that shit.
I got the 4K from Arrow, so I have to throw that in.
See, I got the 7-pack. I got the 7-pack. I'm going down the whole fucking
I have
thing.
both.
That first one though, man. That's that movie where no matter what channel it is on, where it is in the movie, if it's on, dude, I'm sitting down and watching it.
I'm the same way. I'm the same way with the second one. Second one could be 2 minutes left. I'm watching those 2 minutes.
You know, it's funny we're even on this because that came up as an idea for a bomb pick would be Tremors 3 because that would be a really bad bomb pick, dude. Yeah, Scoobs is thinking about it right now too. He's like, because Ass Blasters was bad, bro. It was really bad. The CGI was dog shit in that fucking movie.
I don't even know if I finished that movie.
That's what I'm saying. That would be a funny bomb pick, dude. And we've already done Tremors 1 and 2, so it kind of also works.
This is true. We have.
All right. Are we going to recycle, rewind, remake, reboot, or reshelf this bitch?
I'm going to rewind and reshelf and then take off the shelf and then reshelf again.
All right. I probably will rewatch this again, but it probably will be a long time down the road. Like, this is not something that I need to watch like once or even a couple times a year, dude. Like,
if I watch it once a year, I would be good with it. And
I'll rewind and rewatch at a later time.
I'm going to reshelf this one. I'll watch it again, but it doesn't need to be anytime soon.
No.
Okay. Solid enough. All right, boys, let's rate this motherfucker. Brody started us off with a 3.5. Bobby, what do you got for me, buddy? This is your pick.
It is my pick, but I ain't afraid to say
be honest. Yeah.
This is a 5 for me. It's a 5.
Solid 5 from Bob. All right. Scuba.
So the first time watching it when I did, I would have given it like a fucking 2.5.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 3.8.
3.8 from Mr. Vasquez. Chad Daddy, for your first time watching this movie, what are you going to give it?
I'm with Brody on this. It's a 3.5 for me.
3.5, solid. I'm not going to lie, Chad Daddy. You were the one that I was wondering the most about on this movie because it's it's a hard read, right? Because like you said, it's kind of an artsy movie. We all know where
It kind of is, but the last half hour really redeems it.
It
But
definitely.
I will
brings
agree with Brody that it does
Okay.
need to be significantly shorter.
I can, dude. Take off the 21 extra minutes, dude. Keep it at
Okay.
tap it at 2 hours. Be fine.
If anybody out there is watching or listening and has any sort of say in this, Hollywood, stop making horror movies over 2 hours long. We don't want it. We don't need it. Stop making most movies over 2.5 hours long.
Unless they're superhero movies.
Unless they're
you know what? Listen, if Mortal Kombat 2 is over 2 hours, I am fine with that.
Yeah.
I take, because I'm not gonna lie, that could be 3 hours, and I'd be absolutely happy with that. Like, yep, let's fucking go.
Yeah, but we don't need 2.5 hours of this.
No, that's fine.
An hour 45 is pretty solid.
There's supposed to be 47 fights in this movie, man. I need to see them all.
Oh, it's gonna have to be at least 2 hours long to showcase all that.
Oh
That's what I'm saying. All right, so I got to restart here. So Brody was a 3.5. Bobby was a 5. Scuba, you were a 3.8, sir.
Is there?
Chad Daddy was a 3.5. And let's see. I really enjoyed this movie. I feel the gore was fucking solid. The acting was solid. I love the color. Horror should never be afraid of color.
No.
Probably the one thing I actually liked about fucking, oh God, what the fuck was that movie? The fucking witch dance movie there.
Suspiria.
There you go. Thank you. I'm just praying for it so bad on that dude.
No, witch
He said
dance
witch
movie.
dance, and I'm like,
He knew.
It was so
He fucking knew.
confused.
Bob
Witch
knew,
dance.
dude. Ballerinas and witches, man.
Oh yeah.
Bob knew. All right, I'm giving this bitch a 4, dude. So enough of that bullshit. All right, let's divide that bitch by 5.
Witch dance. Suspiria.
So that gives us a 3.96. Get a 4.
Four. Make it a 4.
You get a 4, Bob, for 2024's The
I'll
Substance.
take a 4.
That'll definitely help out with against open 24 hours and what other.
All those other shitty movies you made us watch.
Oh, shut up.
So Bob's got a 4 for this and 5 for Terminator. So he's got 2 good ones on the fucking bucket for it.
I'm still pretty sure John's winning currently though.
I think I am, dude.
This-
Listen, we still got a half a fucking year. That could change.
This
easily.
may soon be yours.
Damn, you're gonna go from the Sacco to the fucking goat.
I can't tell you how much I love this.
Wait,
trophy.
does that mean
That
I'm
is
fucking?
fucking
That mean I'm
Ruxin.
Andre?
Oh, was it Andre that went? Or
Yeah,
was
because
it
remember
Ruxpin?
Andre won the first season because he won the Shiva.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
he was
right,
dating
yeah.
Shiva.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking A,
Yep,
dude.
You're on.
All right. Shiva. All right, Chad Daddy, what do we cover next week, buddy?
Next week is one of your picks. We're going with
Oh, shit.
Sinister.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
Sinister.
You know what's funny, man? I didn't really care for this the first time I watched this, and so I wanted to throw it on the list to see if my tastes have changed or not.
That's fair.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's I liked half of it when I saw it in theaters,
That's how I felt about
Okay.
Insidious.
and you know, just the way we break down movies now and everything, I feel like we all have a different lens in how we watch some of this shit. Sometimes, obviously, sometimes you can turn it off, but I know it's a big one in the horror community, man. A lot of people fucking love it, and
I like it.
so yeah, I love the videos in it.
Yeah,
We'll just see if the
it's a
whole
cool,
thing.
it's a cool premise. It's a really
Yeah,
cool premise.
we'll just see if the whole thing
is.
still holds up. So
Now,
let's
where
see.
can we watch that?
I don't know. Let me.
You can watch it on Philo for free, on Plex for free, and then it says Hulu Premium subscription, Amazon Premium subscription, and then you can rent it on Google Play, Apple TV, and Fandango.
Molly, Ethan Hawke, and Cardigan horror. It is 100%. You know what's fucked up is I always get the beginnings of those movies confused because that one has like the tree with the people on it and shit.
Mhm.
And for some reason in my head, I always confuse it with the tree that the witch hung herself on The Conjuring.
Conjuring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't
Oh,
know why
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
my
I could see
head.
that.
I'm like, what am I doing, dude? Like, which house, which tree is this? I don't fucking know.
Oh, it's just a hanging tree.
That's right. We're not going there.
No.
Oh,
all right.
God damn it.
We are well past 2 hours. I don't
Way
think we need to
past
say
2
any
hours.
This shit more. So yeah, good. Check out our movie next week, Bob. If you want to start us off, homie.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Aimone, saying thank you for joining us. Please like and share, and anywhere we are, Podbean and Apple Podcasts. We love you. We'll see you next week for Sinister. Have a good evening.
I will see you next week. And please make sure to watch Sinister. I love you all. Goodbye.
Oh, God. Ah.
Oh, damn, dude. I'm
This
sweating.
is the best prop I ever fucking brought on the show.
It is.
Right? That's a new
I can't-
fucking costume, dude.
I can't top that. This is your dark lord of knowledge. Just join us next week. I got nothing. Tough act to follow.
Yeah, and just like Chad Daddy, I feel the same way. So thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us. You know where to find us. You know how to share us. Please do if you can. We love you all for listening, joining in conversation. Once again, Chad Daddy, what's our movie next week, buddy?
Sinister.
Sinister. Watch it. Join us. Let us know your thoughts. And, oh, yeah. Stay fresh.